Hey beautiful family, welcome back to the channel. Today is going to be a compilation of videos, and what that means is these are not new videos. Many of you have been here for quite some time and you probably already seen them, and you may not want to watch them again, or you've seen them and you forgot, so you just need a refresher course. But I have put together 4 zone cleaning videos that were previously recorded and individually uploaded. So I have put them all together to form one video for you, to just for your enjoyment. I put it that way. I'm not able to get any recording done over here on this channel this week, so I wanted to make sure that I didn't go any longer from last week, because I know I didn't post last week. I wanted to make sure I didn't go any longer without posting a video for you. And so that, brought about this idea. I also have another one here as well that I'll post at the end of this video, so you can check that one out as well. I'm not going to be gone too long, but again, I did not want to leave you without something, for you to be able to grab some motivation from and get your homes clean, get you some tips or whatever you look for when you come over here to watch my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Stephanie. You're going to hear me talk about my credentials within the videos, so no need to do that here. And yeah, that's about it. So I hope you will enjoy these put together videos, and I love you, and I will see you next time. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I just wanted to quickly show y'all this roast that I made for me and Carter the other night. This roast was the bomb.com, y'all, and we tore it up with some rice. So it was so pretty, I just had to show you in the beginning of the video. Even though I didn't make it on camera, it was still so good. So now it is the next day and I am headed to Ross. I need to find something for a new coffee table that I purchased for my living room. And Ross usually has what you need for that type of stuff, right? But then when I got to Ross, they didn't have much of anything, so I wasn't able to get anything out of Ross. And so I just hopped next door and went to Kirkland. And I also wasn't able to find anything in there either. So I went down to my favorite store, Hobby Lobby, and I was able to find some things to go on my coffee table, along with what I found in the store called Bill's. Now I did buy some rubber gloves today at the grocery store, because I do need to start trying to wear some gloves on my hand when I am working in water in the kitchen, right? Because it does help with your skin and nails. One of our lovely subscribers, I don't know if she's a subscriber, but she at least commented that I should start wearing gloves when I am cleaning around the house, and she is absolutely right. So I'm just putting away some things that I picked up at the store today while we discuss cleaning and what I'm going to be doing today around the house. Also, I'm looking at a podcast and I have my speaker going, so that is what you see here. I want to take this time to go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Stephanie, and this is my channel in case you are new here. And let me just go ahead and welcome everybody that's new here. Oh my gosh, y'all. Like, the subscriber growth has just been so overwhelming. I just can't even describe to y'all how overwhelming it has been to get all these new subscribers in such a short time. The love that y'all are showing to the channel, the comments that you have been leaving has just been absolutely amazing, and it is just indescribable how I feel, right? But my name is Stephanie, and over here on my channel I offer pro cleaning tips, cleaning motivation, home resets, and decorating. I am a professional cleaning lady with 13 years of experience plus my own cleaning service. So again, I offer cleaning tips on how to keep your home beautiful and in tip-top shape. Be sure you are subscribed so that you can always be around to pick up what I am putting down. I am well versed in how to fully take care of all things housekeeping, and I love it. I definitely want to recognize some of your comments that you have been leaving here on the channel. I really want to make that a part of the channel if I can, because I'm not always able to answer all of the comments. Like the comments, the responses to the pro tip cleaning video has just been getting, again, an overwhelming amount of responses. And if I haven't gotten to you, trust me, I'm so thankful for you leaving a comment. But I think at this point it's like over 300 comments, and sometimes it is just impossible to get to everybody, but I am doing the best that I can. But I do want to take some time out, just a few minutes, to recognize 3 or 4 comments. I want to try to do anywhere from 3 to 5 on each video now. So just, be mindful of the comments that you're leaving, because I do want to get into reading all of them and making sure that I can, recognize them as much as I can. One subscriber, her name is Jackie Wilson. Shout out to Jackie. She says, YouTube suggested you a few days ago to me, and let me just say, you were so motivating that I made my bed for the first time in quite a while. So shout out to Miss Jackie Wilson. Welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for letting me know that the content that I am providing here is really helping you to get on track with making up your bed and anything else that you can get done around the house. I have received so many of these types of comments until it just lets me know, well, it does my heart good, rather, to know that you all are finding the content helpful, because that is why I'm here, and that is why I got over into the cleaning sector of YouTube, because I have been in this business for so long until I figure I can help somebody, and I really appreciate you all letting me know. Another comment is from a lovely sister named Valerie, and she says, I commented yesterday as a new subscriber that you motivated me to get our main bathroom and laundry room decluttered and clean. So far today, I've checked off a few more items, had some furniture that I needed help with to carry upstairs, and a child gate that I installed backwards that needed to be fixed. Check, check, and check. I was also able to pick up in our guest room / toy room for the grandkids. Thank you so much for sharing your calm, diligent homekeeping. You really are so motivating to me. Again, thank you, Miss Valerie, for leaving that comment. That just warmed my heart to know that, again, the content is helping you. I want to read one more, and this just has user by it, so I'm not sure what this sister's name is, or it could be a brother, but it says, I love your tips, thanks. I'm embarrassed to admit that I'm in my 40s and still only know how to clean and organize one room in my house, the kitchen. I'm definitely taking some of your ideas for the rest of my spaces. Listen, it's no need for anybody to be embarrassed about not being able to get to your home the way you want to. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. That is why I started this part of YouTube, or that's why I got into this sector of YouTube, because I know that there are people out there that need help on guiding them, right? Guiding you to learn how to start taking care of your home. Some people have been commenting that, they don't know how to clean. They don't have time to clean. You have kids, you have this, you have that. And let me just say, it doesn't matter what the situation is. If you are not disabled, and that's nothing to, nothing, I'm not saying anything negative toward anybody that is disabled. All I'm saying is, if you don't have any hindrance, right, other than the fact that you work and you have kids, that is no excuse to not take care of your home. Because it's your home, it's where you live, right? And women have been working outside of the home and taking care of the home for centuries. Maybe not how we work outside of the home now, but it's always been something that women have always done. It is literally our jobs, ladies, to keep our homes beautified and in tip-top shape. It is our job, because when you don't clean your house, what you end up with is bugs and crud and dirt and just all these unwanteds, right? This is what I'm gonna call it unwanteds. Whatever the unwanteds are, that's what you end up with when you don't stay on top of cleaning your homes. We have so many conveniences in today's times. We have everything handed to us known to man, right? These smart people that come up with all this technology have given us the tools that we need to properly take care of our homes in a way that we barely have to do anything. We have the advent of vacuum cleaners. We have dishwashers. We have washing machines and dryers that we can do our laundry from our houses. We don't have to beat our clothes on a rock or wash them by hand. We have dusters, Swiffer dusters, Swiffer mops, just all kinds of conveniences that women need to take care of our homes. Now, there are a lot of clean men out there too. But since I know I have 95% of women on my channel, and usually housework is woman's work, right? I know a lot of you are not going to like that I'm saying that, but it is a fact. Before the new age stuff came about, it was women that took care of the home. So we have so many conveniences added to us now that makes these tasks so much more easier to complete. And it is necessary. It's not a choice. And if you are making it a choice, what you will end up with again is all the unwanteds. Because nobody wants to live in a nasty environment. I know I don't. And several of you that have commented, I know you don't. And that's been most of you. So most people want to keep a clean home. If you don't know how to clean your home, that's totally understandable. That's not unusual. Stick with the channel and I'm going to teach you how to do it because it can be done and it needs to be done. So not only are you ladies learning from me, but I am also learning from you. It has been a real education with the last pro cleaning tip video. Why do I say that? I say that because I have learned that there are women out there that really want to know how to clean your homes and do it well. You just haven't learned. You just, nobody's taught you. You may have not found it that important. But now, after seeing my video, you really want to get into cleaning your home. And I think that's awesome, ladies. I think that it is, well, it is. It's 2023. And we're getting ready to go into 2024. And we live in a totally different world now, right? We live in a world where we can do anything. We have, again, like I mentioned, all of these conveniences. There's new ways to make money. We got social media. I mean, it's just so much that has been handed to us in this new society, right? And so I think that this is a great time to learn to start reinventing ourselves. And a lot of us know what that means. A lot of us women have reinvented ourselves over and over again until we have just come, to something that really works for us, right? But it's nothing wrong with reinventing yourself to cleaning your home also. That's doing something new in your life. If it's not something that you are used to doing, that could be a way for you to reinvent yourself, to just start getting into cleaning your house. I promise you, a clean home and knowing how to do it well is so rewarding, right? Like, it's not about it's reinventing yourself, even if it's something as small as starting to thoroughly clean your home, because to be honest, it's not small, right? That's a big thing. Like, you have to be grateful for your home. That's just the way it is. You have been blessed with a place to live. You've been blessed with a roof over your head. You've been blessed to be able to keep your lights going, your water, and whatever other utilities you have, food in your refrigerator, clothes on your back, a warm bed to sleep in. You have been blessed with those things. There's so many people that don't have that. And so why would we slap the Most High in the face by not taking care of what he has blessed us with, right? So you can look at it that way. So while you are reinventing yourself in 2023 and getting ready to go into 2024, make home cleaning, add that to your new way of life. So lately there have been some videos on YouTube about turning off your lights when you clean your glass, because if you do that, it would reduce the amount of streaks that's left on your mirrors. And I'm here to tell you right now that's not true. People are always making up stuff just for the sake of having content, and that's not true. Whether or not streaks are left on your mirrors after you are done depends on the type of cloth that you are using. Because if you leave the lights on and you're using the proper cloth to clean your mirrors and there are no streaks, then it could not be that it's the lights that's leaving behind the streaks, right? That's not it. It depends on the cloth. And if you're cleaning at night, how are you going to turn the lights off, or why would you turn the lights off to clean your mirrors, right? You won't be able to see. So the light warming up the glass cleaner has nothing to do with streaks on your mirrors. You have to use the proper cloth to clean your mirrors. That way there's no streaks left. But again, people are always making up stuff. So don't listen to everybody. But that just could not be true. Because if I'm always cleaning mirrors with the lights on and I don't have any streaks left, then that debunks that myth, right? So this is an area here off the mist. I'm kind of cleaning just some areas in my house today that I haven't cleaned in a while, that I see collecting dust and different little things like that. This is an area often missed. Depending on how much you have in the drawer underneath your stove, you can always use a vacuum cleaner, the little tool from the crevice tool on your vacuum cleaner. That's what I do when I'm cleaning my clients' homes, because a lot of times they have way more crumbs in the bottom of their drawers than I do. So, but today I was just able to take a paper towel and just wipe it out. But I'm just getting to these forgotten areas, these areas that, are often missed in homes. I'm also going to dust my baker's rack because it's starting to collect dust because it has a number of items on it. And what you see me using here is a Method almond floor cleaner. Smells amazing. And since I can't use it on my LVL floors, and I have it in the house, I just decided to go ahead and use it to dust the furniture, right? So I don't use this that often. Y'all know I use the Murphy's oil in the spray bottle because I just love my Murphy's oil. But today I decided to use something different. It really doesn't matter what you use to dust with, as long as it repels dust, as long as it makes your house smell good. You always want to use something that has a really nice fragrance that's going to leave behind that clean smell, right? So I'm always just trying to use something that smells good to wipe down the furniture in my home. And again, that just leaves behind, those nice little fragrances, and it just gives your home that clean smell. So I'm just wiping down my baker's rack. I noticed that it was starting to collect some dust sitting over here in the corner. And so I like to keep my eye on that because dust is definitely a pet peeve of mine. Of course, I noticed dust collecting on my pendant lights and my chandeliers. And then we're going to get to my ceiling fans as well. This is just like some zone cleaning that I'm doing today. If you have a large home, right, this is a good idea for people with large homes because, of course, sometimes it's hard to get to every single thing in your house. But if you have a fairly clean house, and even if you don't and you want to start to have one, zone cleaning is a good way to do that by just taking on certain areas in the house and making sure they stay clean. And it's just kind of like doing things just a little bit at a time, just to make sure you stand on top of everything. And we're going to get over into zone cleaning here on the channel. I'm actually going to be doing some of that in the next video as well. So my cookie jar here, because this glass definitely collected some dust, so I'm taking some time to wipe that down. And then the books that I have over here was collecting dust as well. And then all of the other shelves. So I'm making it smell nice with the Method almond floor wood cleaner. And then we're going to move on. So you see me using my orange microfiber cloth to dust because I use my thick, big microfiber cloths to dust. And what this allows is for me to be able to fold my cloth 4 ways, right? And just use all 4 sides as I go. And then flip it over to the clean side once the 4 sides on one side of the microfiber cloth is all dusty. And then do the same with that and use those 4 sides. I feel like I need to mention that because some of the comments, while 99% of the comments were positive, that other 1%, or I'll say that other 3%, I'll say 97 was positive, and then you had that other 3% that was just like, oh my gosh, girl, like really, you're focusing on that? So before somebody say, you using the same microfiber cloth to dust everything, I have a method to what I do. I fold my towel 4 ways and I can use 8 sides, if that makes sense with me just saying it and not showing you. That is how I use my big microfiber towels. I do that when I'm using my small towels to do my wet clean as well, right? Because it just allows for you not to have to use so many rags, right? Here I am just folding some clothes that was left over here on the couch. They've been sitting there now for about a day or two, and I'm just now getting to it. I have had a really busy week, y'all. So I recorded late. I think it's like Wednesday that I'm recording, and I'm having to get this video out to you, edited by the way, and out to you by Sunday. And I still have a lot to do over these next couple days. So this is I've had a lot going on this week, which is why I have had this laundry sitting here on my couch for a couple days. Now the sheets I'm not going to fold in the video. I'm going to do that off camera because it just takes me a little bit of time to get the fitted sheet folded as well as the flat sheet, because you know, y'all know how that goes. So I'm going to do that later off camera, but yeah, I'm just taking care of the clothes that have been left here on the couch. So let's get to the decorating. So I arranged my pillows over there in the corner. I finally got it right with the pink, the white, and the brown. I love the way that looks. I love those 3 pillows together. So this is what the living room is looking like right now. So y'all know I didn't have a coffee table. I mentioned earlier when the video first got started that I did purchase a coffee table. I bought this from a lady on Facebook Marketplace. And I just thought the table was so cute, and I thought that it would just, you know, add a really nice contrast to my living room. The top of the table goes well with the mantle on my fireplace, and then it just fell in really, really good. So I'm really liking it. It is making my living room feel even more cozy. And so the items that I got at Bells and at Hobby Lobby is what I am going to be decorating the table with. So really, really loving it, really loving the style of it, and I don't know, I'm excited. So I'm excited to see how everything is going to come together on the table. So the flowers that I got from Hobby Lobby are really, really pretty because they're the rose color. They're the same color as my curtains. And so, of course, when I saw that, I mean, y'all, I picked up like 10 different flowers for this vase. I got the vase at Hobby Lobby as well. I like that distressed ashy black vase. And so I just thought it was perfect. And of course, it goes well with my fireplace as well because I have that black piece on my fireplace. But anyway, the roses that are inside of the vase are the rose color like I mentioned, same color as my curtains. So when I saw that, I just was able to say, okay, I have found my pieces. Like, it took me 15 minutes to pick something, and I finally came across those, and it was just perfect. I feel like every time I go shopping for my home, I just always find that perfect item that goes, and when I bring it home, it just falls in so well. The tray I got at Bell's, which was also perfect. I'm going to give you a close-up in just a minute here. And then I purchased some coasters from Wayfair. And it was a set of 6, but I'm putting 3 in here on the coffee table and 3 on the dining room table. And I will just move them about as I need to. Now, this candle that you see me placing here, I've had this candle for about a year now. I got it when I was in my apartment before we purchased the house. I got it at Home Goods. It is a roasted waffles or something like that. It's something like that, y'all. But that candle smells so good. And it smells up the entire house. And it's so real. Like, it literally smells like waffles. And it's amazing. It is just absolutely amazing. I love it. I love the way it makes my downstairs smell. And then the 2 magazines that I have underneath the table are... it's a magazine where I buy some of my clothes. It's actually their catalog that I got in the mail. And then also a magazine that I bought at Sprouts. And that's here in one of my videos, I think. So those are the 2 magazines that I have underneath. I felt like I needed a lot for this table. But now that I'm looking at it, I don't think I need to really add anything else. Maybe 1 or 2 more pieces to the bottom. But if I don't add anything else, I think it looks perfect. You know, less is more. The tray that I found was absolutely perfect. And I love it. I love this table. I love the decor that I have on the table. And it's just lovely, y'all. So I'm going to do the reveal with you, but I just want you to know that it just turned out great. Oh, and then there are some other pieces that I got from Hobby Lobby as well. One piece you saw me put on the mantle, and then the other piece is sitting inside of the tray next to the vase. So again, I'll do the reveal, but it's perfect. It just turned out gorgeous. And when you see it, comment down below and let me know what you think as well. So these are just some cleaners that I got at BJ's in a 4-pack the other day. Well, not cleaners, they are toilet wipes. Well, I buy them for my toilets. So I got those. And then you see the toilet ones as well. So that's just stuff I got at BJ's that I still need to put away. And that's why you see them sitting here on the counter, because I'm doing all that stuff today. Now, what you see me taking out of the box is a decanter set that I got from Wayfair, and it arrived today. That's the other reason why this video is so late, because I was waiting on my set to get here so I could show you. And this is a Shannon crystal set. It's absolutely gorgeous, y'all. I love it. We bought alcohol for our family and friends gathering that we had recently that I talked about in the last video, or the video before the last one, where I was doing the after party cleanup. And so that is what inspired me to buy this decanter set, as well as a bar cart that I have already put together that I got from Wayfair as well. So I'm getting ready to show y'all this set, fill it, and show you the bar cart, and I'm going to set that up. This is the top of the container. So that is really pretty. I'm loving this crystal. It's really heavy. The glasses that came with it, which is a set of 4, are heavy as well. This is the perfect size. It's not too big, it's not too small, and so I cannot be more excited to use this. And my husband, I know he's really gonna like it when he comes home and, you know, he pours his drink and that sort of thing. So because we have all this alcohol in the house now, I just felt like it was just so necessary to go ahead and buy a bar cart, which is the last thing that was ever on my mind when I think about decorating my house. It was never, something that was on my list. But, as you live in your home and that sort of thing, and you will start to look around at your space and see what you need and see what will look nice in your home. And so you do tend to buy those things that you never thought you would buy. So I'm really excited about this set. These glasses, if I didn't mention that, they are very heavy as well. But again, this is a crystal set, so you do expect it to be really good quality and of really good weight. So I'm definitely going to clean these up and get them all nice and shiny, and get them set up on the bar cart. Okay, so now we are getting ready to take a tour of the bar cart before I set it up. Now this is it. I put this together the other night and I think that it is absolutely gorgeous, y'all. It is mirrored and it has the 3 loops down at the bottom for your wine or whatever can fit in there, but I'm going to use it for wine, of course. And then I like the fact that it's round. I did add some pads at the bottom of it just to keep it from moving, because it does have those wheels on it. So just to keep it stable in that corner, I added those pads, those non-slip pads. Now what inspired that style of bar cart was the fact that I have this mirror in my dining room, which is also silver and of course mirrored because it's a mirror. But before we do all of that, I'm going to finish cooking me and Carter's dinner. I am making chicken Alfredo. I did not go through the recipe with y'all because we are just at home chilling. And this is sort of a vlog style type of video today. So I didn't go through the entire recipe with you because it's not a cook with me. I'm just kind of just showing you what my evening is doing as I am recording this video for you. And so we're gonna have chicken Alfredo. This is a homemade sauce. I use Parmesan cheese and Parmesan Reggiano, and then I used about 20 ounces of heavy whipping cream to start the sauce, and then I have like about a half a cup of cream cheese. Now I use the, what do you call these, egg noodles for my chicken Alfredo, because Carter really enjoys these noodles and so do I. I have never really liked the fettuccine noodles at all. They're too thick, they're hard, and I just never like them. So I really like the texture of the egg yolk noodles, and so this is usually what we get when we do chicken Alfredo. So that's what I'm doing, just preparing dinner in between getting the bar cart set up, because I just picked Carter up from daycare. So I'm doing a number of things as I'm recording the video. So Carter needs to eat, I need to eat, and so while I'm recording and getting this bar cart set up and the table and all of that, I am preparing dinner at the same time. So I'm getting ready to fill my decanter. I'm going to use our Crown Apple, which is what is going to go inside of the decanter. This is, and listen, I got my hand over the front label because I'm not trying to advertise alcohol. Now I know everybody don't drink, but we do drink in my house. We not drunks, but we do drink, okay? So I just want to say that this Crown Apple is the bomb.com, honey. Like, you don't need no chaser, no nothing. It's just smooth. You put it on some ice and it is the bomb.com. It goes down, honey, and you just get you a nice little buzz and you feeling great, okay? So that is what is going in the decanter. And since my glasses and everything are all nice and washed up and clean, they were sitting there on the mat to dry, and that's where they were before I picked up Carter. So by the time I came back, everything was all nice and dry. Now I'm just getting ready to put our chicken Alfredo together. My chicken is cooked, all nice and seasoned. I have some fresh garlic in here along with some diced up purple onion, which gives it a really nice flavor. So I'm going to dump that over in here with my noodles, and then my sauce is all ready to go. So I'm going to dump my sauce over there over into this pot as well. And then I'm going to let that simmer while we put the bar cart together. So one of the things that I forgot to mention about this bar cart is that it does have these wine glass holders underneath. Of course, I have to bend down to get them under there, but I was really loving that feature because I don't have to keep my wine glasses in the cabinet anymore, but I can just place them in here in the wine glass holder on the bar cart, which is very, very appropriate because this is where my wine will be from now on. Now, I do have 3 bottles of wine, but I currently have one open. So I'm not going to put it here on the bar cart. I'm just going to put the vodka in the middle since that bottle is round, just like the wine bottles. So I'm just placing like the other types of alcohol that we have here on the bottom. The 2 wine bottles on the end. Like I said, I'm going to put the vodka in the middle, and then the decanter and the glasses will go on top. So of course I think this turned out gorgeous. I do plan on adding a little bit more to the top of the bar cart where the decanter set is sitting. I do believe in the whole less is more, but I feel like I could use about 1 or 2 little items up here. I'm going to be very strategic in picking something though to go here, so it's going to look really nice once I do. It's not going to be overcrowded at all. I think it's looking really, really pretty with the mirror that's over there in the corner and just the whole setup of my dining room all together. I think it's a perfect piece. I hope you like it. Comment down below and let your girl know how you feel about the bar cart. And I'm definitely going to list these items down below in case you are interested. I want to add real quick that the next time you see this laundry room, it is going to be different. We are getting ready to have our appliances stacked and that shelf removed on Sunday. So the next time you see this, it's going to be different because your girl needs some more space in here, honey. This is just not working out. I'm in my bedroom and this ceiling fan in here was really dusty. This is one of the last things that I have to do tonight is just go ahead and get this taken care of. It was, y'all, when you clean your ceiling fan, I'd rather use a microfiber towel and just clean it by hand versus using a duster, because I just think that cleaning dusting ceiling fans by hand it's a lot more effective in my opinion. But the dust was really thick on this one, and I'm sure that it was just from like all of the construction of the home and stuff like that, which probably helped for dust to collect on top of this ceiling fan the way it did. But the lights were dusty, and I lay in my bed at night and I've been seeing it for like the past week, and so I was like, yeah, I need to go ahead and take care of that because I see dust on the ceiling fans, which is on the ceiling fan rather. And so I was like, I need to go ahead and take care of that because I get tired of laying here and looking up at it and seeing it. So they were all on the lights and everything. The dust was just thick on this one, so much so to where I could shake it out and the dust ended up on the carpet. So definitely clean your ceiling fans, in my opinion, by hand because, again, like I said, it's just much more effective. And you get to put your furniture polish on your ceiling fan, which will give it a nice little shine. And then it's thoroughly clean. Definitely get the tops of those blades. I can't tell you the amount of times I've been in homes where people don't even get the top of the blades. They just feel like around the sides, and right there at the front is where you can see. I've already vacuumed my floor a couple days ago. As you can see, the lines were already there before I got started. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to be doing some zone cleaning. We're going to be working on the master bedroom and bathroom. So as you can see, I have purchased these laundry detergent dispensers from Amazon for my laundry room. Now remember in another video when I talked about not transferring my detergent from one container to another because I felt like it was completely unnecessary, and that just didn't work for me. However, with the new setup of my laundry room and the shelf and everything, I thought this would be a really good idea because of where I have to reach to. And if it's sitting on that shelf in that empty space that I showed you all in last week's video, then it would make sense once you see it again. Also, the containers that my detergent comes in are very, very heavy because they are from BJ's. And so, BJ's. And so with that being said, it's just too much to try to lift, that container up each time and pour my detergent into the washing machine to wash the clothes. So I thought that it would just be a really good idea to purchase these two dispensers. And then you also saw the dryer sheets container in the last video, which I thought was really cute. And I think it's always a good idea to have something to keep your dryer sheets in because it's just cute, it's convenient, and those boxes, they don't last long. Now these two dispensers came with these labels, but these labels are terrible because on the front of the dispensers it's the brand name of whoever manufactured these, and it is the label is protruding from the glass, and so they don't stick very well. But I didn't need them anyway. I didn't need it to be fancy. I just needed to be cute and functional, and it looks really nice, and I'm loving the way it looks sitting on the shelf. Now it came with these two little cups, which is very convenient because all you have to do is turn the nozzle on the dispenser to get your detergent out, take it off of the dispenser, and then pour it into your machine. So I'm really loving these dispensers. They have really made my life easy. So when stripping my bed, I like to put my sheets and my pillowcases inside of another pillowcase, especially because mine are king size, but it really doesn't matter about the size of your bed. This is a great way to keep this organized inside of the laundry room. I'm also getting ready to spray down my fabrics on my bed, also my mattress cover and my mattress with this homemade concoction that I have. It's about 10 drops of orange essential oils and baking soda and water, and it's just to freshen things up. I like for things to smell really good and really fresh as I clean and when I'm done cleaning, because things like this helps aids in just the overall feel of your clean once you're done. So we're going to be working in the master bedroom before we move on to the master bathroom, because I just find it better to go ahead and make my bed and get things dusted down before I move into the bathroom, because the bathroom is the high traffic area and it is where you will spend the most time when cleaning, depending on the condition of your bathroom. And my bathroom today is not in good condition. Y'all probably have never seen my bathroom look the way it is looking, or the way you're going to see it rather. But I've had a lot going on since I've combed out my locks. I am back combing my hair again. And ladies, you know how it is when we get in the bathroom with curling irons and hair products and combs and brushes and all that stuff. We just have stuff everywhere. And it has been so many years for me since I have had to do this until I forgot all about it. And yeah, our bathrooms can get pretty messy when we are doing our hair. Now, I am done making the bed as far as the sheets go. And so as you can see, my sheets are pulled nice and tight. And this right here will definitely aid in a good night's sleep when you first get into it. So I have gotten so many questions from so many of you in the comments, and I just cannot answer them all. So what I have decided to do is just do some zone cleaning and just break up parts of my total house cleaning for you all, because I think it'll answer a lot of your questions. Or if it doesn't answer a question for you specifically, you can at least pick up a lot of what I'm going to talk about in today's video and the videos moving forward when I just clean different areas of the home. I want to break it down because I think it'll be easier for you to watch. So like today, we're zone cleaning again, like I mentioned. And so that means that we're only tackling a couple of areas in the house, which is the master bedroom and the master bathroom. I'm going to be walking you through the cleaning of everything that I do. That way you can see the products and you can see all of the techniques that I use to get my bathroom in tip-top shape and have things sparkling and smelling nice. So these are some of the questions that you all asked me, so I figured I would just go through it with zone cleaning videos. So I just put my comforter on top of another comforter. This is the new comforter set that you all recently saw me buy, but I don't sleep under it at night. I fold it and put it on top of my dresser, and then I just sleep under my comforter that I had on here before. So that's why you see me with two comforters on the bed, because I just like for the white one to just be decoration during the day. Now I'm going to go ahead and wipe down my windows, because I feel like clean windows just gives the room an extra shine as well. And then my window sills were sort of dusty, so they needed to be wiped down also. So I figured, why not go ahead and tackle the windows. And so I'm going to go ahead and dust the furniture. And so that's what we'll be doing in the master bedroom today. I'm also going to vacuum. And then what you're going to see me do is spray the carpet with the same concoction that I talked about in the beginning. But I like the Arm & Hammer Carpet Fresh that I bought. But I just wanted to use this one just to show you that you can use this for your carpet as well, because it has baking soda. And not everybody likes a loud smell. So this will be a good way to freshen your carpet just before you vacuum as well. Always remember to vacuum and mop out of a room. That way you're not stepping in your vacuum lines or in the wet after you mop and leaving behind footprints. It just leaves everything looking nice and immaculate. So before we get started in the bathroom, this video is in collaboration with a company called FeelSo, and they sent me this detachable shower head. The shower head comes with all the necessary attachments to easily install in your shower, including a roll of piping tape, which you will need to prevent leaks. It's very attractive with its sleek nickel finish design, and it matches perfectly with the nickel finishes in my bathroom. This product features a filtering function that removes residual chlorine, enhancing the showering experience compared to regular shower heads. It has excellent water pressure and convenient mode switching buttons. It also has a cartridge on the inside that you can just unscrew from the shower head and change out when necessary. You will also receive this instruction booklet to easily guide you on how to install this easy and quick installation of this shower head into your bathroom. I am looking forward to trying this shower head out because I am a stickler for water pressure when it comes to taking my showers. I have to have a nice, strong water pressure when taking my showers. Not only are detachable shower heads good for taking showers, washing your hair and such, but it is also good for when you are cleaning your shower and you need to rinse. Thank you so much, FeelSo, for sponsoring this portion of the video. So I am asked a lot here about the type of products that I use, and I decided to show you just the lineup today of what we're going to be using in the bathroom. We have a roll of paper towels, I have my Sprayway glass cleaner, my Safely universal cleaner, which I'm going to be using for the very first time. It is a calm lavender and coconut milk that I picked up from Walmart. I cannot wait to try this out. And then of course I have my Blue Original Dawn. Now I have to have my Blue Original Dawn because that is for soap. Now if you don't have soap and suds while you clean, then there is no such thing as a clean bathroom or a clean kitchen, right? Because you have to have Dawn to scrub away the grit and the grime. Because why? Dawn takes grease away, right? That's what they say. So I have always kept the Blue Original Dawn in my cleaning kit and in my home because, honey, if I had to clean the entire house with glass cleaner, Dawn, and water, I can most certainly do it. But that would have to be under certain circumstances where I have to. But yes, Dawn is my absolute favorite. The all-purpose is going to be for, of course, the spraying of the sinks and the countertops, the shower door, and I think I'm going to use it on the mirror today since I have product buildup on my mirror. Now this water pressure from this shower head, y'all, oh my goodness. I love the 3 settings. Each one comes out heavy but soft at the same time. I love it. I definitely think I'm going to enjoy having this FeelSo shower head in my shower. Okay, so this is a brush with a handle that I'm going to be using in the shower today. I purchased this on Amazon, which is located in my Amazon store, along with the dispensers that I showed you in the beginning of the video. Now it came equipped with these 2 brushes, and then the brush that's attached to it already is a grout brush. So as you can see, the grout brush has a different shape. It is elongated and it has sort of an angle so that you can get in the grout of your shower. I also like the fact that it has this lock in place lock on it, because it's very easy to change out the different attachments. All you have to do is just screw it off and attach the different attachments. I am going to attach the brush today because that's the one I'm going to be using. Well, actually, it's not the brush, it's the sponge. Because my shower is not that dirty, I'm not going to need a brush. I'm also not going to need the grout brush either. Because what I like about this, the sponge, is that it does have that pointy end. So I can just get in my corners with that. So this works really well. It has these lock in place settings. So you can flip it up, you can flip it down, you can make it flat, like however you need to angle it to clean your shower. I love that about it. Now this is not sponsored, right? But this is just something that I purchased that I wanted you all to see in case you want to check out my Amazon storefront and purchase it. The link is in the description. Now, if you've been here before, you know that this is the way that I clean off my rugs before I get ready to clean the bathroom. I take this little small hand broom and I just brush away all the debris, dust, and hair because that is effective. And then what I like to do is I like to do this before I clean the bathroom. This is my step before I get started in the bathroom. And the reason why it's my step before I get started in the bathroom is because I want everything on the floor before I get ready to do all of my wet cleaning, especially the shower. So once my rugs are nice and fluffy and free of hair and dust, now I can just vacuum all of that up. Because what's going to happen is if you leave all of that on the floor when you get ready to do your wet cleaning, especially the shower, all of the stuff that you just swept off of your rugs onto the floor is going to get that water from the shower is going to get into that hair and that dust, and then you're going to be cleaning forever. So my first step in cleaning the bathroom is always to brush out the rugs and vacuum the bathroom. That way when water or any type of cleaning product hits the floor, I don't have to worry about the hair and the dust being trapped inside of the water. In case you're new here, welcome. My name is Stephanie and this is my channel. Here you can pick up pro cleaning knowledge, cleaning motivation, decorating, and household hauls. I am a professional cleaning lady with 13 years of experience, plus my own cleaning business, offering cleaning tips on how to keep your home beautiful and in tip-top shape. Be sure you are subscribed if you like that sort of thing, so that you can always be around to pick up what I am putting down. I am well versed in how to fully take care of all things housekeeping, and I love it. I upload videos every Sunday at 6 p.m. So my first order of business, especially in a messy bathroom like what you see today, is to be able to go ahead and straighten everything. Pick up and straighten and remove everything off of the countertops. That way, when I get ready to spray my all-purpose and lay my Dawn in the sink, I don't have to worry about anything being in my way. So before I get started with cleaning my mirror and countertops, I definitely want to get up high where I notice some dust and cobwebs. You want to do this step first because you don't want the cobwebs and the dust falling onto your mirror or onto your countertops after you have already cleaned them, because then you'll be double working. So of course I would never sit my trash can on my countertop if I wasn't getting ready to thoroughly clean my bathroom. So what you just saw me do is empty my trash can and spray it down with the all-purpose. Once I get ready to clean the tub, I'm going to clean the trash can inside of the tub, and I'm also going to use the inside of the pail to rinse the tub. So I have talked about this here before. These little drain plugs here that's in the little circle part in the back of your sink, those do come out. So you can go ahead and remove those and clean that little drain hole, and also clean that little plug, because sometimes they will have a black ring behind it. It just gives your sink an extra little clean. In the same way that you would use your toilet brush to clean the rim of your toilet, you want to do the same with your sink, not with a toilet brush of course, but you just want to take your rag or a grout brush if you need to and go across the rim of your sink, because black grime will build up there and it will start to run down your sink. So this is not exclusive to the bathroom, but any room in your home. You want to clean top, middle, bottom. So you saw me cleaning the light fixtures, then you saw me cleaning the countertops and mirrors, and then you see me cleaning the cabinets and drawers. This is the way you keep from double working, so that anything that's going to fall down, it won't fall on each other, but it will fall to the floor, which is going to be the last step in cleaning the bathroom. So I have cleaned my mirror with paper towels. Now I'm just going to go behind it with a thin microfiber towel, and I'm going to use the rougher side after I fold it into fours. Now I would not advise you to do this, because if you don't know how to properly do it, then you could leave streaks behind. So what you see me doing is getting the residue of the paper towel off of the mirror, and I just gently go across the mirror with the microfiber towel, so no lint from the microfiber towel is left either, which is why I use a thin microfiber towel, because thick microfiber towels are definitely for dusting and not for glass or mirrors. So again, I would not advise you to do this if you don't know how to do it, but that is how I remove residue from paper towels off of the mirrors. Now, as you can see, there are streaks left on the faucets and also streaks left on the countertops, which you can't see. But this is why I use glass cleaner, because a lot of times people will just wipe down their surfaces and then they're done. They don't try to get away the streaks. They just feel like it's wiped, so it's clean. For me, I need for all streaks to be removed. I don't need any smudges, and I definitely need for those sinks to be dry and shining, because that is the way it looks clean. That is the way it feels clean. Every extra step that I take is a way to not only clean a home, but to make the home of my clients and my own home feel clean. I like to have that feeling of clean, and I definitely pride myself on being able to do so. So when placing items back on the countertop, be it in the bathroom or the kitchen, I like to go ahead and wipe things down. So as you can see, I'm wiping down my hair care product bottles, my deodorant bottles, or any bottles that I have sitting here that may leave residue behind on the countertop after I've already cleaned it. That's the last thing I want because I want the countertop to be totally clean. So I always go ahead and wipe off everything before I put it away. And I also wipe off the bottom of the bottles, of course, because that is where it could leave a ring. And again, you have the residue left on the countertops. So this is just another step. Now, I don't usually just put all of my things in the drawer. If I'm going to be using it, again, real soon, like my curling iron, I'm going to go ahead and leave that on the countertop. I'm going to put away my blow dryer in the drawer, though, because I'm not going to be using that often until I wash my hair again. And then I don't like to wrap up my cords, so I just leave my curling iron cord hanging. Here I'm going to go ahead and spray down the shower, even though it's going to be the last part of the bathroom that I clean after I clean the tub before I move on to the toilet and the floors. I want to go ahead and spray the all-purpose on the door because what I want is for the dirt and the grime on the glass to go ahead and break down with the wet solution. So these are Carter's toys that he likes to play with in the tub when he takes a bath down here. I didn't have anywhere to sit them right away, so I just grabbed a little cardboard box that was close by me and just threw them in there for now. So now that I'm done with the tub, I'm going to move on to cleaning the toilet. I use disinfectant wipes to clean my toilet. These are very loud, so I want to definitely have on some gloves when I use these. I love the way they smell, but it does stay on my hands. And then to clean the inside of my toilet, I use a toilet wand. You may already know that just by the refills from my grocery haul. I don't like toilet brushes, never did. It's just not my thing. I like to use the toilet ones and just dispose of that little piece and then move on with my life. I just feel like it's a lot more cleaner and sanitary. Yes, it's more expensive, absolutely, but then buying in bulk is where that comes in handy. So when I clean my toilet, I like to clean from the top, the back of the toilet seat, and then I just go levels, because what I don't want to do is contaminate anything. So I just clean in order. So right around here and right around the bottom of the toilet seat, I really like to do that last. And then I just go and clean the entire bowl. I get the back of the toilet on the floor with the toilet wipe while I am bent down, because that is a great way to get your baseboards behind the toilet clean and the floor behind the toilet, which is such a hard area to reach, especially with the mop, because if you try to get back there with a mop, you're only going to be pushing dirt around. So I just go ahead and clean my wand with a disinfectant wipe before I place it back in its holder. That way it's clean. I want to mention one other thing with cleaning. the back of the toilet, you can also use a toilet wand for that as well. If you get a clean attachment and wet it, you can also get behind the toilet and on your baseboards with that as well. But then you'll still have to wipe away the blue Clorox that's on it, because of course you don't want to leave that. But cleaning behind your toilet by hand is a more effective way than trying to use a mop or a broom. So I'm just cleaning the entire toilet. I'm getting behind the toilet, and I'm also going to hit my baseboards while I am down low. They're not dirty, but they have a little bit of dust, and since I'm here and I'm bent already, I'm going to go ahead and wipe down my baseboards just to make sure that they're all nice and clean. So before I leave the toilet room, I definitely want to go ahead and take some time to wipe down my light switch plate. We don't think about the fact that we get up off the toilet from, wiping and that sort of thing. And then we touch the light switch plate and the door handle. And so those are things that we need to wipe down as well to get rid of the germs. I also forgot to mention to be sure that you are cleaning your toilet handle. That is a step to cleaning your toilet. Never miss that toilet handle. I have worked with so many women that don't find that important, but it is absolutely important because it is a part of cleaning the toilet. Your hand touches that when you have been down low and taking care of your business. You want to go ahead and wipe down everything that your hand touches when it comes to the toilet, light switch plates, and doorknobs. Before I forget, I definitely want to talk about this universal cleaner that I got from Walmart, which is the lavender and almond coconut milk. This cleaner, y'all, is awesome. I love it. It smells so good and it's peaceful, and it's just it's nothing bad that I have to say about it. Let me tell you that. Let me tell you something. Later on that night, before I got into bed, I was so tired, y'all, and I was so ready to get into bed after my shower. By the way, speaking of shower, that shower head is just a bomb.com. I mean, the water pressure is just, it's magnificent. But anyway, back to the cleaner. I could smell that cleaner in my bedroom. It's just like a light scented candle or something. It's really giving, y'all. Like it's I think I'm gonna continue to buy that. I really hope that every time I go to Walmart, when I run out, because I do have 3 bottles, that is there. And I do want to try the other one. I'm not really a fan of grapefruit like that. I think the other one was grapefruit and something. So I'm really not a fan of the grapefruit like that, just by using Method, which I don't like Method products anyway. Like I really don't. They are my least favorite on the shelf. As far as, natural products are concerned. But this universal cleaner is great. I definitely recommend this cleaner. I like a lot of different all-purposes as long as it's not chemicals. But this one, y'all, this one is the bomb.com. This one is by far my favorite. Mrs. Myers and 7th Generation was my favorite, but 7th Generation is still my favorite. But I think that this one is running neck and neck with the 7th Generation. I love it. I do recommend the product. And I also want to throw in that I love the Mrs. Myers product. However, my problem with Mrs. Myers is that they don't give you a big enough bottle. I think that bottle for the price is so small, and they haven't come up with the times. Like, there are so many other natural cleaners out there that come in way bigger bottles. Like the universal one that I just talked about, the bottle is so big, and that's what I love about it. Like, it's so much in there. And 7th Generation, their bottles are pretty big too. I think that they have a good amount as well. But when it comes to Mrs. Myers, the problem with Mrs. Myers is that the bottles are just way too small. I'm not sure why they make their bottles that small, but they really do need to come up on the size, especially for the price. So that's the thing that turns me off with them, because it runs out really fast if you're cleaning often. I still have a full bottle and a half left because I bought two. And I just have so much all-purpose cleaner around my house. But again, I think this Universal has really become my favorite, definitely. So now that my shower is all nice and clean and I have left the brush inside of the shower to dry and the tracks and everything are nice and clean, I just went across the bottom of the shower and then on the floor and down on the baseboards as well, because why? I was down low. So anything that was on the floor near the shower that may have been like hair or anything that just got left behind, I went ahead and took care of that by hand because I'm getting ready to mop and leave the bathroom spotless. It's not really important to dry the inside of showers unless you just want to. If that's your thing, I have no problem with that. Me, I don't do it. I do clean I do dry the outside, or I will wipe down the glass, should I say, with glass cleaner and just make it shine. I'm not into really drying showers like that. Also, I want to talk about the answering questions here and reading comments. I really wanted that to be a part of the channel, but it's so many questions and comments, y'all, until that's just not going to age well. I can't get to everybody, so I'm going to do as many videos as I can to be sure that y'all are getting the information that you need. Also, you can send me emails, and also I will probably try to put together like a question and answer video or live or something in the near future. But doing that here, trying to answer questions and shout out comments, it's just not going to age well. So just be sure you subscribe to the channel and your notification bells are on and you like every video, right? And that way you will get every video that I post. Not if you like it, but just like it because you need to like it, honey. Now here you see me putting the rug back down. I like to go across the rugs with my hand if it's that type of material because it just gives it that nice little vacuum look. If you have those microfiber, is that what they're called? The microfiber or the memory foam mats, you can do that as well. Once they're nice and swept, then you can take your hand or a microfiber towel and go across the mat as well in that up and down motion, and it just gives it that nice little pop in your bathroom once it's done. So this is what the finishing touches looks like on the bathroom. It is sparkling in here, y'all. It is smelling amazing. I don't use a whole bunch of candles and that sort of thing to make my home smell good. I like to use smell good products, and I also like to make my carpet smell good. I use a plug-in every once in a while, and then I do use the wax melts and whatever candle y'all have saw me using, but I don't just like have a whole bunch of fragrances going all over the house. I know that was one of the questions that was asked. So yes, this is going to conclude our cleaning of the bathroom and the bedroom today. I hope that you got the information you need. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoy our conversation. And again, if you are not subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and do so. And I will see you next time. Bye. Hey everybody, welcome and welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing more zone cleaning. We are getting in the kitchen today. We have been in our house now for about 7 months, And it's been a little while since I have taken everything off of the counters and given them a good deep clean. You see on the stove here I have some dirty pans. That one with the white stuff in it is coconut oil, so it looks pretty disgusting once it solidifies, but that's what it is, y'all. I have put my curtains on the chairs, pushed the table and chairs back over in the kitchen just so I can get the floors over there. Also, I have dirty dishes in the sink here and some things that needs to go in the trash. I have my chicken sitting there that has been marinating so that I can get ready to make that for dinner. The trash is extremely full, so I need to get rid of that because as you can see, I've started a second trash bag because that one is so full. I have all of these boxes over here, so never mind those if you see them throughout the video. I have to do a garage organization with you all, and so all of those boxes are going to go out and get broken down. So they're just sitting over there because I've had packages and things from collaboration videos and all of that going on. So that's what's going on with all of those boxes. But I need to remove everything from the countertops so that I can give them a really good deep clean today along with the backsplash. I also want to do some decluttering of the countertops because I feel like it's a lot over here that I just don't want to see anymore. So y'all are going to do all of that with me in today's video. So let's get started. So I'm going to take a paper towel and just wipe up this dripping from the coconut oil, because what I don't want to happen while I'm cleaning the stove is for me to spread that as I clean, because of course grease is already something that's hard to, you know, get up, so or to clean up. So I want to go ahead and get those spots up before I begin to clean the stove. Now I am going to be using the all-purpose pink stuff today for the first time on the stove, and I really did like it. I like the smell of it. I think that the smell lingered for a day or so. So I definitely like all purposes that make the smell linger. But I'm going to use the my favorite all-purpose now, the Common Lavender, for the countertops and the backsplash. Now let me just back up a second to talk about the pink stuff. One of our subscribers here said that she didn't like it. It just didn't do it for her. But I actually think I'm going to enjoy it, because one of the things that I noticed about this is that when I clean my stove with it, it did give my stove a really nice shine even before I put the glass cleaner on it. And when I normally clean the stove with the Dawn, I don't get as much of a shine before I put the glass cleaner on it the way I did with the all-purpose. Now, I am a stickler for streaks. Y'all know that. I do not like streaks at all. So I was very impressed with how the pink stuff all-purpose cleaner worked on my stove as far as getting away the streaks and giving me that little shine. That way, when I sprayed my glass cleaner on my flat cooktop, I was able to experience, you know, just a whole new shine, right? Versus having to still see streaks and that sort of thing, because sometimes I can still see streaks even when I use the Dawn and then the glass cleaner. I didn't like that at all. But I noticed that with the pink stuff all-purpose, it definitely took away every grease stain, and that made me excited.
Dream last night. Did everything I never do in real life. I stepped into a room, told everyone to be quiet, cause I had something to say. Blew everybody away, wear whatever I want. Dressed in a gown, everybody's like, why, where you going? Nowhere special, just going to the store. I think I'd have it all, tell you I have even more. Picking a plate, being a plate, she is unruly. Never seen it like this, didn't think it existed, no truly. she'll get moody. But don't mistake this girl for being me, 'cause these are dream rules. This is someone else, I'm not myself, no. 'Cause these are dream rules. This is someone else, I'm not myself, no. Living in my dreams all night. Living in my dreams all night. Living in my dreams. Living in my dreams all night. She can make all the problems disappear. She could tell you the things you wanna hear. She could read your mind and that you could believe all the little lies you tell yourself at night. Never get it wrong, it's always right. Making the plate, being the plate, she is unruly. Never seen her like this, didn't think it existed, no truly. Don't get in the way, she's not here to play, she'll get moody. But don't mistake this girl for being me, 'cause these are dream rules. This is someone else, I'm not myself, no. 'Cause these are dream rules. This is someone else, I'm not myself.
In case you're new here, my name is Stephanie and this is my channel. Here you can find pro cleaning knowledge, cleaning motivation, decorating, and household hauls. I'm a professional cleaning lady with 13 years of experience plus my own cleaning business, offering cleaning tips on how to keep your home beautiful and in tip-top shape. So if that's your thing and you're interested in that, be sure you are subscribed so that you can always be around to pick up what I am putting down. I am well versed in how to fully take care of all things housekeeping, and I love it. I upload videos every Sunday at 6 p.m. So there are a lot of newcomers to the channel. Again, welcome, because I always like to acknowledge that we have new family that is coming to join us. I want to reiterate here on the channel, and I will probably always do this, that I use glass cleaner, and this is for you newcomers. I use glass cleaner to do the finishing touches on all of my cleanings: countertops, backsplashes, stoves, toilets, sinks, and things of that nature, because I love to have a streak-free shine after I'm done cleaning. I don't like to see streaks. Many people will just clean their countertops, stoves, backsplashes, etc., and then they just think that just because they wiped it down, it's clean, and it is. But the streaks, if the streaks are left, you can't get that feeling of clean and you don't get that shine, so it may as well not be clean. And that's just my opinion. So I pride myself on being able to make a home feel clean. I create the wow factor in the homes of my clients and in my own home when I'm cleaning. And so that is something that I like to show here on the channel. Now what you see me doing here right now is I'm just wiping out everything that I'm getting ready to place back on the countertops. Some things are going back on the countertops, some things are not. Again, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I want to declutter because I am tired of looking at a lot on my counter. This butcher block here, or this knife block rather, is going underneath the counter because I don't want to see it on the counter anymore. I don't like the way it looks. It's black. It doesn't match with anything that I have on my countertops because, as you can see, I have whites and woods on my countertops. So I don't like the look of the knife block on my counter anymore. So I'm going to still use it, of course, but it's going to go underneath the counter. A lot of people like the look of the knife block on the counter, but I don't. I am also going to dump this grease into a plastic bag before I put it in the trash to dispose of it so that I can clean this pan. You're also going to see me take a paper towel and get the residue of the grease from the bottom of the pan, so that when I'm cleaning, it makes it easy and I'm not spreading grease around. These are just some of the things I do to keep my home clean, beautiful, and in tip-top shape. I also want to mention that this is a scratch resistant non-stick pan. This is a Ninja cooking set, and so that was one of the things that was attractive to me about it when I purchased it. Looks kind of masculine, so that's the only thing that I don't like about it. But I do love the fact that I can use my metal spoons and that sort of thing in that pan without scratching it, and it's still like new once I'm done. So I've had people in the comments in the past say, why are you using metal utensils in that pan? It's gonna scratch it. And so before you come to the comments with it, I just want you to know it is a scratch resistant pan, and so that's why I'm using a spoon to scrape the grease away.
Someone must have broken my heart, like really torn it apart in another life, in another life. Someone must have really up, like caused my heart to stop in another life, in another life. Otherwise, I don't know why I keep coming back to this, keep fighting all of it. Don't trust that there's love to get. I don't know why, I just can't believe in it. Like somehow I can't commit. Guess I have to admit. Yeah, I got an issue with love. Yeah, I got an issue with trust. Really bad at opening up. Yeah, I got an issue with love. Yeah, I got an issue with trust. Worry that it won't be enough. Yeah. Someone must have made me feel bad, but who I was and what I had to give. Oh, someone must have told me a lie, really played with my mind in another life. Otherwise, I don't know why I keep coming back to this, keep fighting all of it. Don't trust that there's love to get. I don't know why, I just can't believe it. Like somehow I can't commit. Guess I have to admit. Yeah, I got an issue with love. Yeah, I got an issue with trust. Really bad at opening up. Yeah, I got an issue with love. Yeah, I got an issue with trust. Listen to me.
I really love the 7th generation products. I especially love the 7th generation Power Wash dishwashing liquid cleaner. It really does clean my dishes. Like I'm talking about, it really does power wash. Now what you see me doing here is going around the inside of my dishwasher, because I always clean that. Wherever the water doesn't touch, I always like to clean it by hand, because it does get built up as well. So of course, after you remove your knobs from your stove, to give those a good clean so that you can really deeply clean your stove, including where the knobs are, you want to go ahead and wash those inside and out, because before you put them back onto the stove, you definitely want them to have a nice good deep clean so that they're not leaving rings as you saw before. So once I have completed washing the dishes, I am going to clean out my sink with the Mrs. Meyer's, and this is the basil. This is the dishwashing liquid. I never really use anything to clean out my sink except the solution that I use to wash my dishes, which is the dishwashing liquid. I buy Mrs. Meyer's, and I also buy the 7th generation. I mentioned in the last video that my only upset with Mrs. Meyer's was that you just didn't get enough for the price. That does not mean I don't like the product. I do love the product, so I definitely want to clear that up. I definitely like the product. It smells good. The basil is my favorite. The lemon verbena is my second favorite, but the basil is definitely my favorite. So that's what you'll see me using to clean out the sink here in just a second. So now all I'm doing is just wiping down the countertops with my favorite all-purpose again, which is the Common Lavender by, what is that, Universal or Safely? It's Safely. Yeah, they call their all-purpose Universal, but instead of all-purpose, but the name of the brand name for it is Safely. So that's what I'm wiping down the countertops with now. I have not arranged the countertops as of yet where all of my decor is going to go. I just have everything sitting and waiting right now because I want to get everything clean before I arrange everything on the countertops. I'm pretty sure you put that together already. So yeah, that's all I'm doing right now is just getting things sparkling before I place everything where it should be. Someone mentioned here in the comments that I worked hard or I work hard. And I'm sure they meant that to be a compliment. And that's the way I took it. However, I want you to know that I don't work hard. When I clean, it's very effortless. And that's something that I want you all to learn. I move step by step and room by room. I have a system with the way that I do things. I can go into a disastrous home and I can clean that home without being tired or sweating because I have a system and a way that I do everything. I don't sweat when I clean. I don't huff and puff when I clean. The only time I'm sweating in a place when I clean is if it's hot. If it's nice and cool and comfortable, I never sweat while cleaning. Good cleaning is art. It's a skill. And I really want the fact that I teach the skill or the art of cleaning to really come across here on my channel. I want you ladies and gents, if you're here, to learn to clean effortlessly. I have been asked several different times here in the comments since getting into the cleaning sector of YouTube how to find a good cleaning lady. I've had comments where people have told me that their cleaning lady that they currently have don't do half of what I do, and that is because they don't have the skill. This is how come cleaning ladies can start businesses and make money and the customer not be satisfied, is because they don't have a skill. You have to possess that skill. And for me, it's just something I was born with. It's just something that's just inside of me, and not everybody can do it. Anybody can push around a vacuum. Anybody can wipe a countertop. And anybody can dust. But do they possess the art of cleaning? Do they have an eye for detail? So now that the kitchen is sparkling and almost done, I have had my chicken breast sitting to the side, marinating. I'm going to go ahead and top it with my melted butter and pop it in the oven. That way, later on tonight, I can have dinner in my wonderfully, beautifully nice, clean kitchen. So if you notice, before I did not have my canisters sitting on top of this little wood piece. I like it so much better on top of the wood piece. Very, very beautiful, and it just gives it that extra decorative look. At first it was just sitting on the counter just alone, and it wasn't on top of anything, but I'm loving that so much better. I think that the canister sitting on top of this wood block actually brings out the wooden tops that's on the canisters. So I really, really love that. I cannot wait to show y'all the finishing touches of this. This is just, well, the finished product of this. This looks really, really good, and I'm really, really excited that I decided to change this around and declutter my countertops. It made a world of difference. I'm really into that cozy feel. And wood pieces and throws and that sort of thing definitely adds that cozy feel to a home. So in case you can't tell, honey, I love my wood pieces. So I want to show you this dish that one of our lovely family members here sent to me the other day. It has Market Fresh on the front. It is white. It is beautiful, y'all. I love this. I love the handles. I love the detail around the front and the sides. It's just really, really pretty, and it goes so well in my kitchen. Look at that little Market Fresh on the front. I definitely won't be cooking in this. The only thing I'm going to put in here is maybe bread, biscuits, dessert, that sort of thing, you know, when I'm serving, or just, you know, just having something around the house. That's what I'm going to use this for. This is such a beautiful piece, and I'm so excited to have it. Thank you, Miss Kendra, for my dish. You are so beautiful, sis. You're so lovely, and I am very blessed to have you. So the top of my refrigerator was quite dusty. I had more stuff up here than I thought, just stuff that I had thrown up here. Carter's little stuff from the daycare that wouldn't fit on top of the refrigerator, that of course I'm not throwing away, honey, because that's my baby's stuff, okay? And then David had a couple things up here, so I just wanted to dust and declutter the top of the refrigerator. And so I'm just going to put one of the jars that was on the counter on top of the refrigerator as another way to kind of declutter, because I didn't have anything else to do with that jar, so I just decided to sit it on top of the refrigerator. Here you see me cleaning the trash can real good, cleaning out the grooves of the trash can. You know, with these stainless steel trash cans, those grooves can get pretty crummy. So I'm just going ahead and getting those crumbs out of those grooves and just giving the inside a really good wipe down and making it smell good. The question was asked, what do I do to make my trash can smell good on a consistent basis? And here's my answer. I don't do anything to make my trash can smell good on a consistent basis, because it is a trash can. From time to time, our trash cans are going to smell depending on what we have in them. So no matter what you put in your trash can, If you put something inside of your trash can that smells, it's going to smell whether you have some smell good stuff in there or not. So I don't try to keep my trash can from smelling. I just clean it out when it needs to be cleaned out, right? So I don't like keep any fragrances or anything like that in there. My trash bags are slightly scented, and so that's about all I do. You can drop some baking soda in the bottom of your trash can and keep it there. It'll stay for about, I guess, a week or so, and then you'll need to wash it out if you just want to kind of keep things fresh. But I don't avoid smells in my trash can. If my trash can ends up with a smell, then I just go ahead and clean it out. That's all that means, is that it's just time to clean it out. I mean, it's a trash can, y'all. So I'm going to place my new dish from my beautiful sis here on my baker's rack. I used to keep my Dutch oven over here that sits on top of its holder, as you can see in my hand. But I think that this is a perfect place to keep this new dish. Really pretty, and it goes really well. Now these are my wax melts that I use. I use a salted caramel, buttercream, and a butterscotch maple cream. Both of them are my favorite. I really want to say that the butterscotch is my favorite though. I think that's the one that's my favorite. It just makes my kitchen smell like something is just baking all the time. So I was asked what kind of wax melts I use, and those are the wax melts that I use here in the kitchen, because I always want to have a fragrance going in my kitchen that smells like something is baking. So now that the kitchen is all done, I want to show you what it looks like. This looks so much better than before. Look how pretty that is. Look how minimalistic that is. That is so pretty how I change things around. I am really liking this look so much more than before. It was so cluttered before, y'all, and now I feel like you can see everything on my countertops. My home sweet home sign on my stove is always going to be there because I love that. I love my stove covers. Very nice and goes so well in my country kitchen. My kitchen mats, my towel, my white towel that is hanging, it just gives everything such a clean look. Before, I had the utensil canister in between the wax melt holder or the tart burner and the paper towels, and that just didn't look good. It was just so cluttered over there, and now I just have those three items there, just the seasonings and the paper towels, and then the wax melt holder or the tart burner, whatever you want to call it. And it's just looking so much better, everybody. I really just love how everything turned out. It's so nice and crisp and clean. I definitely want you to subscribe if you haven't. Definitely be sure and check out my other zone cleaning videos. We're going to be doing those here for a little while, just so you can see how to just get different areas of your home clean, you know, without having to do the whole entire house. And this is a way to keep you from being tired and feeling overwhelmed. I really want to thank you for being. Hey family, welcome back, and welcome if you're new. In today's video, we are going to be doing zone cleaning, and we are going to be tackling those areas that we in the cleaning industry like to call wet areas. Those areas includes the laundry room, the kitchen, the deep cleaning of the refrigerator. We're going to be mopping all of the hard floors. We're going to be taking care of the powder room, cleaning mirrors, and cleaning glass doors. And our zone is going to be the front end of the home. So I hope that you are either cleaning with me or you are comfortable and settled in and ready for this squeaky clean ride, because I have not sped up this video just as an opportunity to give you a chance to see how I actually clean. And in case you are unfamiliar with zone cleanings allows you the opportunity to only tackle certain areas in your home without having to tackle them all, as a way to not feel overwhelmed and still maintain a beautifully clean home without things building up. For me, zone cleanings work well for my size home. Zone cleanings don't have to be in any particular order. It can be your system in whatever way you choose. In case you're new here, I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Stephanie, and here you can find pro cleaning knowledge, cleaning motivation, decorating, and household hauls. I'm a professional housekeeper with 13 years of experience, plus my own housekeeping service, offering cleaning tips on how to keep your home beautiful and in tip-top shape. Be sure you are subscribed so that you can always be around to pick up what I am putting down. I am well versed in how to fully take care of all things housekeeping, and I love it. Uploads are every Sunday at 6 p.m. So before I finish with the refrigerator and before I decide to wash everything down, I'm going to go ahead and unload the sink and get the dishes out of the sink and into the dishwasher, because this is going to help me stay organized as I go through the kitchen and do what I need to do, because I'm also going to have to pull the shelving or at least the drawers out of the refrigerator to bring them over to the sink to get them clean. And what I don't want is a sink full of dishes as I do that. Now, I have been laughed at here on the channel in the comments from people asking questions like, why do you Americans wash your dishes before you put them in the dishwasher? And so my answer to that is, I don't wash my dishes before I put them into the dishwasher. You don't see me using any dish detergent to wash the dishes before I put them in the dishwasher. However, I do rinse the food off of my dishes before I put them into the dishwasher, because as you can see, there is stuck on food on dishes sometimes. So in this case, that was pancake mix or eggs or something. And the last time I checked, it was called a dishwasher, not a dish scrubber. So a dishwasher does not scrub dishes, it washes dishes, and there is a difference between the two. So if you have stuck on, caked on food on your dishes, then in my opinion, you should you should rinse those dishes first, just to ensure that once you put them in this imperfectly man-made machine, that they will be as clean as they can possibly get. Here is also another example of why you want to be sure and rinse your dishes before you place them into the dishwasher. This is a pan that David and I had the other night. We cooked steaks outside on the grill. It was cold, yes, but we did it, and you'll see why in the video later. But the grease from the steaks drained onto the plate, and so it was kind of just stuck there. So if I put that into the dishwasher in its current state, it's not going to get clean. I, for one, am really excited about this really long video that we're doing today. Number one, because I really want you all to be able to see exactly what I do over here in my home when I'm cleaning. It may not be the same if I'm ever doing a client cleaning. I would probably have to speed it up. I don't know. We'll see. But in my home, I definitely want you all to be able to see all of the steps that I take when I'm cleaning my house. Speed cleaning just makes it look as though it's super easy and that, it just gives it a look of, it's just not realistic, if that makes sense. I'm not against it. I think it's necessary. But in my case, because I teach cleaning, I really want you all to see what real life cleaning looks like for me. I'm not speeding when I clean. I'm taking my time. I'm thinking. I'm strategizing. I am this is my time to just think about all the things that I need to think about as I clean and beautify my home. So this is the way I move around when I clean, and it's just really something that I was interested in showing you, because many of you tell me in the comments that you just find cleaning your house to be so overwhelming. And I just want you to see that it doesn't have to be overwhelming, that you can take your time. You can move at your own pace. You don't have to be in a hurry. You can enjoy your cleaning. You can get therapy from it. That, it's your house, it's your space, and that you can take your time to make it as beautiful and as clean as you possibly can. The other reason I'm excited about the video not being sped up today is because I want to talk to y'all about some things. So there's going to be a lot of conversation had in today's video. I want to mention that the giveaway is going to take place in Sunday's video on the 28th. I'm going to be giving away $150 to a random subscriber of my choice. I like doing these type of things for y'all because I just want to show my appreciation for you being here, because many of you tell me how my content is changing your life, and I just want you to know that it's doing the same for me. When I read those beautiful heartfelt comments that you all leave me, it is changing my life as well. It makes me have even more of a love for the work that I do here and in my business. And so I just want to show my thank you to you by gifting you with something that you can actually use, and we can all use some money. Most High willing, I'm going to do another one in March. Also, I want to talk to you about some questions that I get in the comments about stainless steel cleaner and how to use it. I get questions about different types of rags that I use, etc., etc., my professional mop. And so I want to also show you those things in today's video as well. So it's going to really help to have this long video today, because I'm going to be able to hopefully cover a lot of what is asked of me in the comments, because I want you all to completely understand what cleaning is, which is why I do this channel in the first place. So I decided to clean my refrigerator today because number one, it was just time, and number two, I'm getting ready to do a really big grocery shop, right? I need to really stock my freezer, and I really need to stock my refrigerator. I'm not really too big on buying a whole lot of sides because that's something that we can do as we go. Of course, I will buy some sides while I am doing my grocery shopping, but those aren't things that I really focus on when I do my grocery shopping. It's the freezer that I mainly try to focus on when I do my big grocery shopping. And big grocery shopping is not something that I have done since we've been in the house. David is gone most of the time. It's just me. At one point, it was just me and Carter. And so there's just certain things that Carter ate, and it's just certain things that I eat in a certain way that I eat. So I don't always, or I haven't rather lately, found it all that necessary to really just stock my freezer. But I am planning to go to the grocery store in a few days with a really large budget, because there are a lot of things that I need and I don't want to have to go for a while. I am really going to be mainly stocking my refrigerator with things that are good for my belly, like kombucha, ginger shots. I like to drink the LaCroix sparkling waters. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not sure. I have a favorite lemonade that I like to drink. It's not necessarily good for my belly, but that's my little guilty pleasure. And so there's just a lot of there's quite a few plans. I'm sorry, y'all. I actually just woke up while I'm doing this voiceover, but so excuse me. But I just have quite a few plans for what I want my refrigerator to look like on this particular grocery shop. And you all are going to do the organize the freezer and the refrigerator and separate the food and all of that stuff with me. I'm going to make that a video, so hopefully that's something you all can enjoy as well. So the way that I've been cleaning out the refrigerator is everything that I knew that I wanted to dump and throw away, I separated that on the two counters. So everything that I'm going to keep is mostly on the other counter behind me, and then everything that was going in the trash mostly was on the island. And then also, I like to dump liquids and things of that sort, because when I am throwing everything in the trash bags from the refrigerator, I don't want the bags to be super heavy. So I dump as much as I can. I've been asked to show the cleaning products because one of our subscribers here says that she is hard of hearing. So she has asked me to show everything that I use. So I'm definitely going to try and do that more. Even if you've seen it 1,000 times, I'm going to always try to always show you everything that I'm using at the time that I'm using it, so you can gain a full understanding of how I am cleaning whatever area I am cleaning in a particular video. So my refrigerator was not too bad at all. We've only had this refrigerator because everything in our home is brand new and we purchased everything brand new upon closing on the house. We've only had this refrigerator for 7 months. So it's not too bad at all. However, there are a little bit of things, food and beverage and stuff like that. It's just kind of stuck to the shelves that I want to remove and just, make the refrigerator perfect. Also, it's really important to jump on top of your refrigerator early when you see that it is getting dirty. Because refrigerators, because they have so many compartments, because they have so many cracks and crevices, it could be really hard to clean refrigerators. I used to work with a lady that rather clean refrigerators than ovens, and I actually rather clean an oven than a refrigerator, because an oven to me is pretty cut and dry. With refrigerators, again, like I mentioned, it is just a lot. It's a lot of cracks and crevices. So it's important to jump on this task really early before it gets out of hand, because I didn't have to remove my shelves and things like that in this particular refrigerator cleaning, because the cleaning is happening at a time where the refrigerator is not bad. Now, the design of our refrigerator area is sort of a bad design. So this is why you see my door continuing to swing open on this left side, because of that wall that's behind it. They mentioned that to us when we did our walkthrough. We didn't feel like it was a big deal, and it's still not, but it is quite annoying because the refrigerator door on the left side won't stay open. And so I had a hard time pulling out the drawers on that side. So what I eventually had to do was just kind of slide the refrigerator out a bit from the wall and kind of turn it at an angle. The refrigerator doesn't move. The refrigerator is not heavy, but it also doesn't move easily either. So I was able to go ahead and maneuver it in a way where I could go ahead and pull out the three drawers and the bottom drawer that you see me cleaning now, because that was important to me, because I know that there's things underneath this particular drawer here that have fallen, like vegetable peels and, just little stuff like that, that I really need to clean. And if I leave that and if I leave it and neglect it today, it's just going to get worse. So while the refrigerator is not that bad, I wanted to still go ahead and take care of that. That way the next time I have to clean it, it hasn't just piled up. One of the things that I want you to totally understand here, cleaning family, is that cleaning is not about waiting until it's dirty. Cleaning is about prevention. There are countless customers that I have dealt with that haven't cleaned their homes in a year, and then they expect that when you come out, you are supposed to work a miracle in one day, and they haven't even cleaned in 1 year. And it's like, no, that's not how that works. And I try to explain to them that in order for you to get the results that you are looking for, you have to get a few cleanings done, and also you have to stay on top of those cleanings in between my service coming out to do your cleans, or any service. So again, it's all about prevention. You have to maintain your clean. I want to speak a little bit more about refrigerator cleaning, since this is the area where we are at the time. I want to mention that when a refrigerator gets bad, I don't care what type of refrigerator you have, but these French refrigerators, these French style refrigerators, they can get really, like, they're a real pain once they get real dirty. And most of us have these nowadays. What ends up happening is you have to remove, so today I didn't have to remove any of the glass, but that glass, it sits inside of that frame. And I'm sure you know this, but I'm going to go over it anyway. That tempered glass sits inside of that frame. And so once the refrigerator gets bad, what ends up happening is food and things like that will slide down underneath that glass. And so you have to remove that glass. You have to push it up and pull it out in order to clean that glass. In most cases, the food is already stuck, so now you have to scrub. And then once you clean that glass, you now have to remove that frame that the glass is sitting in out as well, because down inside of there are grooves. And so you have to take that out to clean those grooves as well, which is a real pain in the behind. So you have to take the refrigerator apart more when it gets out of hand, versus cleaning it on a regular basis and not having to do that. So this is why refrigerators can be a real pain to clean, because of all of the glass and the grooves and that sort of thing. And I did mention it a moment ago when I said that refrigerators have a lot of cracks and crevices. So I just kind of wanted to give you an idea of what it takes to really deep clean a refrigerator once it gets bad. And it could take a really long time. Refrigerator cleaning in my service is expensive. It starts at $100. Reason being is because it takes a lot of time to get a refrigerator in tip-top shape. They can smell. Sometimes they collect a lot of hair because you're in and out of it. I mean, it could just be like a whole mess of things, right? So it's really expensive in my service to have your refrigerator clean, because it could take a really long time. And also, it's a separate service. It's not a service that I'm going to do on the day of a cleaning. It's a service that I'm going to come out to do, because I don't want to have to clean a refrigerator, clean a home, and clean an oven all in the same day. I used to do that when I was a little bit younger. Now that I'm a little bit older, I don't wear myself out like that. So those are services that are done on separate days. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that, refrigerators can really be a pain to clean. And so I like to go ahead and tackle mine before it gets too bad. So as I mentioned earlier in the video when we got started, I wanted to talk about a lot of things here that's been said in the comments. Somebody, or I'll say a few people, have come to my comment section to tell me that I run too much water, that I waste water, that I let water run for no reason. And here's what I want to say to that. If you have a problem with me running my water, this may not be the channel for you. I want you to understand that I am a cleaning lady and running water is my business, right? Like water is my business. Water is everything I need to clean. Am I saying that it's okay to just let my water run in the sink when I'm not using it? I'm absolutely not saying that. But I prefaced my statement with that because I want to say that as a cleaning lady, when my water is running and I'm not using it, I literally don't even hear it. I hear water running so much until I just don't even hear my water running. You all see my water running in the sink and I may walk away from it. And a lot of you found that cringe, right? And okay, I get it. But I literally don't even hear my water running. So when I look at it and it's running, then I'll turn it off. But I literally just don't even hear it. So if that's a problem for you, I'm asking that you either be patient or you just may not be able to watch the video. You may have to skip through that part or whatever. But as a cleaning lady, I don't even hear it. Now here I am cleaning the rubber part of the refrigerator. That is very important. If you have these rubber pieces, and we all do, no matter the style of the refrigerator, definitely make sure you are taking your cloth and you are getting down in between the grooves of that rubber because a lot of food and debris collects there. Down in the bottom of my freezer, I did have some little gnats or whatever looked like it got into the freezer and they were just down here dead. I'm pretty sure that's normal for everybody because again, our refrigerators and freezers are open and closed all day long. And so things do tend to get in there that aren't necessarily supposed to be there. So there were some dead frozen gnats down in the bottom of my freezer. Now, one of the things that I do enjoy about this style of refrigerator is that I can actually remove my freezer and I don't have to worry about cleaning out a super cold freezer and my hands getting frostbite so bad. I hate that. So I can actually remove my freezer and clean the shelving that way. I can clean those what I like to call buckets that everything sits down in inside of the freezer. So that's a really neat part of the style of refrigerator that we have. As I'm cleaning, I also want to go ahead and dump the ice bucket because I just want everything to be fresh, including the ice that's going to be made. I want that to be fresh as well, since, you know, the freezer is going to be clean.
So you're stuck in the middle, huh? I guess we're stuck in between. Life is a riddle, yeah. And I don't know what it means, no. This is what it feels like. But you're not alone, 'cause I'm just like you. Let's share out and hitchhike.
want to try to come up with a better system for keeping my onions and garlic contained, because I hate these little onion peels and these little garlic peels. They are just the worst. I feel like this is one of the things that really makes my refrigerator look dirty, even when it's not. When I go to look in that drawer and I see those peels from the onions and from the garlic where it's come out of the onion bag and that sort of thing, it just really bothers me. So I wanted to order something on Amazon for that particular situation. And I did find some cute little onion and garlic containers. However, I really don't want to spend money on that type of stuff once I look at the price of it and I wonder if it's worth it. So I think I'm just going to do something simple by just keeping my onions in like really large Ziploc bags versus the regular bags that they actually come in, because I think that's going to help. And then I'm going to try to find like a small container just that is specifically for my garlic so that I can eliminate this problem, because I just don't like the way that looks at all. I'm really glad to be able to wipe down the front of my refrigerator today. It's been a while since I've done that. Well, again, I've never done it since I had this refrigerator because it's never really been needed up until this point. I usually keep magnets, and you saw Carter's artwork posted all over the front of the refrigerator, so it just wasn't I just wasn't cleaning it at the time. But I am going to remove all of that stuff from the refrigerator. I did move it over to the side, but you didn't get to see it in the video. But I did go ahead and take all of his artwork off of the refrigerator, his alphabets and stuff like that. And then I just have them put away in a drawer neatly, just so I can keep it. But I don't want all of that on my refrigerator anymore, because I do want to be able to wipe my refrigerator down when needed. Now, here's something also that I want to talk about as well when it comes to cleaning your refrigerator. Here is another issue where food and grime can get down into the grooves. This is one of the trays that came out of the freezer. And so I'm glad I'm getting on top of this early, because once you let this build up, these grooves here that you see, those can be a real pain to clean. At some point, you'll end up having to use a toothbrush. And again, the workload is just harder when you let build up happen. And that's in any situation, but more specifically, the refrigerator in this case. So yeah, definitely make sure you're taking care of these things on a regular basis when it comes to your refrigerator. And then also this little grid looking part on the back, that's a real pain to clean once it gets dirty. I mean, y'all, yeah, you might want to stay on top of that. Now, I am going to clean the bucket part of my freezer by just taking my my nozzle here from my sprayer. And I'm going to just go ahead and spray out anything that's in here. Again, I really like that these are removable, because I can just put them up on the counter and clean it this way. So I find this really easy. All I have to do is just kind of wipe it out with some dishwashing liquid, or wash it out with some dishwashing liquid. And then I get to just drain it and wipe it dry. So before we move forward with the rest of our cleaning, the other night David and I prepared these huge bone-in ribeye steaks that were seasoned to perfection by yours truly, honey. And they were prepared on this Kamado grill that was sent to me from a company called London Sunshine. Now this piece of beautiful equipment is also available in red and orange, two other beautiful colors. Kamado cookers are extremely versatile. Not only can they be used for grilling or smoking, but also pizzas, bread, pies, and cookies can be baked effortlessly inside of them. Due to their excellent heat retention properties, high temperatures can be achieved and maintained by precise control of airflow via the top and bottom vents. High temperatures are ideal for fast cooking burgers and sausages, while low heats will cook larger joints over a larger time. Try adding some wood chips to the charcoal, or try combining different flavor wood chips to make your meats even more flavorsome. This Kamado grill is the baby Kamado, so it is rather small. They do have them in other sizes, but this one worked wonderful for us. It cooked our steaks to perfection. We really did enjoy them. We love the ceramic inside that this Kamado grill provides, and our steaks turned out delicious. The Kamado grill is self-cleaning, heated up to 260 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes, and it will scorch off all of the food and debris. To clean the grills and grates, use a non-abrasive cleaner once the unit has fully cooled. To clean the outer surface, wait until the Kamado is cool and use a damp cloth with a mild detergent. So if you are interested in the Kamado grill, definitely check my description box for their information, because if you like your steaks char a bit like we do, then the Kamado grill is just for you. Thank you, London Sunshine, for sending me this fabulous grill and for sponsoring this portion of the video.
Think we lost all, but who will take the fall? Who will win it all? You know the cost, still you go through walls. Keep on acting small. Even if you got something left to lose, even if there is something left for you to prove, I got bad taste of hanging around you.
So as with my items on the bathroom counters, as I've taught you all in previous videos, I'm going to wipe down all of my bottles and jars before I put them back into the refrigerator. That way, once I place my bottles and jars back into the refrigerator, anything that has accumulated on the sides or on the bottom will not go back into the refrigerator where I have already cleaned my shelves. I'm also going to face all of my labels forward.
For you to prove, I got bad taste of hanging around you. Bad. I'm so sorry about the bitter end. I'm so sorry if I misbehave. In the middle we got taste.
So quickly, I wanted to show y'all this salsa called Mateo's. I got it at Walmart. I'm not sure where else they may sell it, but this is a really good salsa. In fact, I don't eat enough of it, but I have eaten enough of it out of the jar, as you can see. But this is a really good salsa. Like, it just, I don't know, the taste of it. And the jar even talks about how good it is. And they really do live up to what their jar says. They really are good. So if you have a moment, just, you know, pop in your Walmart or whatever and try them out if you like salsa.
I wanna stand up, use this, but in the aftermath of us, I'm so sorry about the bitter end. I'm so sorry if I misbehave. In the middle we got tangled up, but in the aftermath of us, I don't regret that much.
things that's really good about cleaning out your refrigerator on a regular basis is that you get to see what you have and what you don't have before you go grocery shopping and either forget items that you already think you have or rebuy items that you already have. In my case, we eat a lot of tuna sometimes at my house, and I have a lot of pickle relish. So what I'm discovering as I'm cleaning out my refrigerator is that I have like 3 jars. No, as a matter of fact, I have about 5 jars of pickle relish in my refrigerator already, and then I know for a fact that I have a jar of pickle relish in the cabinet that has not even been opened yet. Now, the good thing about it is if you're running out of these items, you can combine them in the same jar. I could not do that because I had like 1 jar of pickle relish that was not organic, and then the other ones were organic, and then I had 2 jars that were open but not yet empty. They were still kind of full. So just be mindful of that before you go to the grocery store, because you end up wasting a lot of money and a lot of food that way. So that's the other thing about that's the other good thing about regularly cleaning your refrigerator. Now I want to get over into this pink stuff all-purpose spray that I'm going to use to be cleaning my stove. And I've talked about the pink stuff all-purpose spray here before, but since this is a longer video and we're talking about a number of things today and I'm able to go more into detail, I want to just let you know that I really, really like the all-purpose pink stuff. And the reason why I like the all-purpose pink stuff, now let me back up and say, I don't particularly care for the smell. I think that the smell of it, they can do a better job with that. It's not that it stinks. It just has sort of a smell to me that is not really subtle, if you will. I don't know. I don't really care for the smell, but it doesn't bother me enough to not use it. But the product itself is wonderful. It just gives your surfaces, in this case my stove, because that's pretty much the only place I use it, it really just gives my stove this squeaky clean shine. It literally shines like nothing else I've ever used. And if you've been on my channel for any certain amount of time, then you will know that I used to use the Dawn to clean my stove and to degrease it and that sort of thing, and to take away streaks and that sort of thing. But with this all-purpose pink stuff, it really does have a squeaky clean shine. I highly recommend it for stove tops and shower glass doors. I haven't used it in my particular shower, but I have used it in my client shower on their glass, and it just works wonders. It is soapy, so you will have to kind of wipe it for a couple times to, remove some of the soap. And then, of course, I just go in with my glass cleaner as usual, and then I just get this extra shine because the pink stuff all-purpose is giving me a shine even before I spray my stove top down with glass cleaner. Somebody mentioned here in the comments that they noticed that I spray my countertops rather than just spraying my towel and then wiping down my countertops. And I don't do that because if there is stuck on food on my countertops or my stove or any place like that, I want to spray the all-purpose onto my countertops directly so that it is soaking into whatever food that is that may be stuck on. If I'm just using my rag and spraying my rag with all purpose and going over it, I'm going to have to do a lot more scrubbing. So I thought I would mention that. This is a dry towel that I'm going to wipe the glass cleaner with, is the reason why I showed you that. But I wanted to go ahead and mention that in case anybody else uses that method to just spray their rag versus spraying their countertops. I wanted to let you know that there is absolutely nothing wrong with spraying down your countertops if you are using something safe that is conducive to your type of countertops, right? And most things are, you don't really have to worry about it. The only thing that you kind of have to be really, really mindful of is if you have marble countertops, real marble countertops. But otherwise, you should be perfectly fine with using a natural all-purpose to spray down your countertops to soak up or let the solution soak into whatever may be stuck on top of the countertops. And then that way you're using less elbow grease. So with this clean, my stove was kind of dirty. I made David pancakes while he was home, and I dropped the whisk, or the whisk fell or flipped out of the bowl. Y'all know how that can be. The whisk flipped out of the bowl and the pancake mix just went everywhere, including all over the front of the stove. So at the time, I was so disgusted because you know how aggravating that is when that happens. At the time, I was aggravated, so I wiped off most of it, but some of it was still left, and I just decided to save it for when I got ready to do this video, of course. And I didn't show it to you, but I just wanted you to know that my stove was a little bit on the dirty side, at least the face of it, in this particular video. So I did have to wipe down my stainless steel on the front of the stove, which left it streaky. So I'm definitely going to be going over how to use the stainless steel polish since I've been asked, and how to buff it out and what towel to use. So here is what my stainless steel is looking like right now. I'm pretty sure many of you can relate. And then most of the time what people do is they just leave it this way because they figure it's clean. If your stainless steel is not buffed out with a polish, it just looks dirty. And this is why it is important to know what product to use and how to use it. A lot of people use the stainless steel wipes and those just don't work. That's a horrible product to me, and you will hear more people complaining about those than not. This is a spray-away stainless steel polish. If you pay attention to the nozzle, this is the nozzle that you want to get, which is in most cases sold in the grocery store. Do not buy the one on Amazon. Now, this is a large microfiber towel. It has a rough side and it has a smooth side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold my large microfiber towel that is good for polishing stainless steel and dusting only. And I'm going to fold it into fours. And I'm going to take my stainless steel polish and I'm going to spray it directly onto my rougher side of the towel. And then I am going to put enough on there so that I can just go over the entire face of the stove. Now you can use more if you need to, or you can use less, but we'll get back into that in a minute. So all I'm going to do is just wipe down my stainless steel with the wet side of my towel where my polish is, and I'm going to buff it out as I'm wiping. Now, if you have too much stainless steel on your towel, then you're going to use the dry side of your towel to just use the same motion that I'm using here to buff it out. But if you have just enough, then you shouldn't have to worry about buffing it out any further. So you're going to see the difference in what the stove looked like before and what it's going to look like after I'm done. You should actually start to see the streaks on the stove start to fade away with me using the polish on the microfiber towel. I was also asked if the towel should be wet or dry. Always make sure your towel is dry. If you use anything wet with your stainless steel polish to try to buff out your stainless steel polish, it is going to look a hot mess. Also, you may not always need to buff or use a polish on your stainless steel. For instance, my refrigerator does not need a stainless steel polish. It never has streaks when I wipe it down. So a lot of stainless steel appliances don't even need it. I have a GE stainless steel refrigerator, and the appliances that came in our home are Frigidaire. So I guess it may just depend on the brand. So really quickly, before we get to our next part of the video, while I wipe down the countertops, I kind of wanted to talk to you a little bit about me. So I'm the kind of person where because I'm getting older and because I've been through a lot in my life, I'm really just getting to that place, or have got to that place, where I just want everything in my life to be serene. Like I just always want to have this, I just want to always be in this euphoric type of state, right? Like I want to be, I guess I could use the word stoic, but I know that stoic is not really my personality, so I won't, force that too much. But I do like to be in a position where I'm just always in chill mode. And one of the things that I have been doing lately is I have been journaling. And over the years, I have just been hearing a lot about journaling. And I just never felt like I was the type of person that could get into journaling. Like, I don't have a long attention span. So for me to sit down and write out my thoughts, I just didn't think that that would be something that would be good for me. And so, and so I discovered that maybe I should get into journaling because I think a lot. Like, I'm a thinker. I will leave the TV off. I will leave everything off in the day and in the house during the day, and just be left with my thoughts. And so what I discovered was that when I bought a journal, and I bought a journal about a week ago, and it's so different and so beautiful and just so special. And I started writing down things that were inside of me. I started just, um, writing down my thoughts, writing down what was going on with me for the day, what I thought about for the day, that sort of thing. And I just started discovering a lot of things about myself with just journaling. Like, it literally has changed my life. It's literally therapy in a book. If you have never journaled and you are a thinker and you are somebody that needs to get your thoughts out of your head and onto something, be it video, content creation, or a journal, I definitely recommend it because, again, it is really changing my life. It is helping me to attain that serene environment that I want to create for myself. I can't explain how it's happening, but it is happening. And it is really just an amazing discovery. Journaling is just an amazing discovery. A lot of you out here may already be journaling, a lot of people do. So to you, it may not be any surprise, but for me, somebody like me who never thought that I would ever take the time out to write down my thoughts in a journal or my feelings or whatever, it's life changing. Let me just tell you. I was at a place where I just couldn't get settled with some things that were going on inside of me. And since discovering journaling, I just have this newfound peace. Okay, so this is the portion of the video where we talk about the different towels. So this right here is a cut up t-shirt. It used to be white and now it's red. So this is a cut up t-shirt. T-shirt material rags are very, very good for glass cleaning. They leave no streaks on your mirrors and glass when you are done. This is a microfiber towel. It is small. It is a small microfiber towel. It also has a rough side and a smooth side. You can clean with these. You can also dust with these, but I would not recommend them on your glass or your mirrors, not the thicker ones. Okay, so this next one is a microfiber towel as well. You can clean with these and you can dust with these as well. And you can also use them on glass if you know how not to leave the little residue behind. But these thinner ones would be better for cleaning glass, right? Or mirrors. You can actually use that for these. Now, you don't have to use microfiber towels to clean. You don't have to do that. You can use any towel. I just have about 300 of them, so I just have them on hand because I have a housekeeping service. Now, this is the type of mop that I use in my business, and I'm also using it in my home as well. This mop is adjustable, and so because it is adjustable, it is better for your back. This is my lifeline. This is something that I will never not use. So I am 5'7". You see how tall this pole can actually adjust to. I don't use it at this height because that's just not what I need to do. But should you need to use it at that height for any reason, you can. Adjustable handles are better for your back, which is why I love them. These are the pads that I use with my flat mop. They are Velcro. You can throw them in the washing machine and wash them over and over again. The flat mop pads also allows you to see how dirty your floors actually are. Now, this is my professional mop compared to the Bona mop that I have been using in my house. As you can see, the heights are totally different, and the Bona mop does not adjust, at least not to the height that I need it to adjust. So what ends up happening is when the mop is much shorter than myself, I cannot glide with the mop, and it's harder on my back. So I'm going to demonstrate to you right here. Now, neither one of these mops have a pad on them as of yet, so they're going to glide a lot smoother because it's just rubbing across the floor, right, without the pad. But even when I put a pad on this mop, I'm still able to keep my back straight, as you can see, and I can still glide with the mop back and forth, right? And and then it's better on my back. And so I don't even have to bend. I can just, if I have to mop in front of me by pushing the mop, I can still do so with my back straight. Now, of course, you're going to have to bend to a, certain extent, because you're human and that's just the way your body is going to do when you're moving anyway. But with this mop, once I put a pad on this mop, and I actually think it is a pad on this mop right now, but it's dry, it's not wet. But once I put a pad on this particular mop here that does not adjust, I'm going to have to bend like this, because what ends up happening is when this pad is wet, and because this pole on this mop is more so plastic and flimsy, it makes the mop skip on the floor as I'm mopping. So it's not firm to the floor as I mop. So it's harder on my back with me being a tall person, having to bend and mop and try to keep the mop firmly to the floor. With this one, I don't have to bend as much, and the mop stays firmly on the floor as I mop, even when the mop pad is wet. So I can move back and forth as I need to without the mop skipping. My handle is adjusted to the height that I need it, thus keeping my back straight. So I love to use my professional mop in any setting, my house or my clients' homes. Now I'm getting ready to clean out my sink. This is one of the dish detergents that I use, which is the Basil Mrs. Meyer's. I love it and it smells absolutely fantastic. I also love the lemon verbena one as well. Now before I clean out my sink and finish out the kitchen, I'm going to wet my mop pad really, really good today, because my floors are really dirty and they really, really need a good mopping. So versus me just spraying the floor with my Bona spray cleaner, I'm going to wet my pad really, really good, and then I'm going to spray my pad down with the Bona solution real good, so that when I'm going across my floors are getting nice and wet. Not soaked, but they're getting wet, thus pulling up all of the track marks or whatever that is left on the floor.
Just take a look at yourself. Do you really think it's gonna help if you always fighting yourself, trying to forget how you felt? Just take a look at yourself. Can't even be your own friend, cause you're way too stuck in your head. How do you think it's gonna end? Nothing that they could do, nothing that they could say, nothing that they could do to take all the pain away. Sometimes it works out and sometimes it don't. Sometimes you win some and sometimes you won't. But we could be everything, anything that we see we could be. We could be everything that we want. We could be everything, anything that we see we could be. We could be anything that we want. You think if they said it, then they must mean it. So you should feel it, somehow you think that you need it. Others' opinions, to know how you're feeling, to know if you're losing or winning, left behind or within it, if you're sinking or swimming, existing or living. Nothing that they could do, nothing that they could say, nothing that they could do to take all the pain away. Sometimes it works out and sometimes it don't. Sometimes you win some and sometimes you won't. But we could be everything, anything that we see we could be. We could be everything that we want. We could be everything, anything that we see we could be. We could be anything that we want. But we could be everything, anything
So I want to take a moment to say to all of you cleaning scholars that never clean your house, that's going to come over here to try to critique me, and say, zone cleaning does not take this long. Yes, it does. Zone cleaning is not about time. Zone cleaning is about areas. So it doesn't have to take 15 minutes and it doesn't have to take 2 hours. It really just depends on your zone and your home. So in my case, my zone cleaning is taking a long time because number one, I take my time to clean anyway because I'm doing it thoroughly and I'm not lazy. And second of all, the size of my home, the amount of flooring that I have, and all of that. So zone cleaning is specific to each individual. But I want you to remember that zone cleaning is not about time. It is about areas. That's why it's called zone cleaning. Now, I do want to say that there is nothing wrong with being lazy sometimes because we all have those days. So I am putting together a video, or I have a video idea in the queue for you lazy girls out there who don't like to clean your entire home. You just want to get a little bit done at a time in the least amount of time and still maintain a fairly clean home. I have a video coming just for you. So here is the entryway cabinet again. That I showed you in a previous video, and I also posted about the new lamps that I purchased for it. Now, the black knobs are the knobs that were here before, if you remember. And I don't like the black knobs because it looks kind of masculine to me, so I wanted to change them to a brass, which goes with these lamps that I purchased earlier this week at Marshall's. And so I really think it looks nice. Now, I wanted to have handles on the cabinets and, well, no, just on the cabinets as you see, but I wanted them to be brass. But the ones that I found, they didn't fit, so I had to take them back. So I ended up with these knobs. So what I'm getting ready to do right now is just remove these black handles because I just wanted to show you what it looked like before and what it's going to look like after. So I'm going to go ahead and remove these black handles and place the brass round knobs here, and I'm going to let you see how this turns out. If you stay tuned to the end, and I hope you do, you're going to get to see what it looks like with the lamps lit up as well. Now, I will forewarn you, and it is bothering me, so I got to pop back out to Home Depot soon, but I'm not going to stress myself out about it because I'm only going to go when I feel like going, because that is my mood from now on, right? Like, I'm slow living, honey. I'm practicing slow living. I ain't trying to be in a hurry to do nothing. So, one of the knobs, I did miscount, so I am missing a knob at the very bottom on the drawer. So I have to go back to Home Depot to get another knob. But like I said, I will get it when I get it. But other than that, this turned out gorgeous, and I really like the way it looks. Hobby Lobby is my absolute favorite store, especially for the way that I decorate. So I know I'm going to be going in there soon to continue to style this cabinet because I have started with the lamps, which I feel like is, you know, the part that I really needed to get out of the way. I have now found the perfect lamps because I knew that I wanted lamps to go on this cabinet. So I found the perfect lamps, and I found them at Marshall's in case you didn't see my community post. But I'm going to go in Hobby Lobby to find some things that I have in mind to continue to style the cabinet with. So everything is turning out beautifully in my entryway. I'm kind of thinking about changing out that big picture with the brown frame that's over on the left hand side and putting it more so by the door and then putting something else right there, but I don't know yet. We are going to have our house painted completely, so I'm just kind of trying to wait until that happens before I start changing around things on my walls. And then this dining room table here is really cute, but I'm going to sell it. It's not for me. It's not big like I want it to be. When we purchased it online, it just wasn't what I thought it was going to be when it came. The style of it is absolutely perfect for my dining room, but it's just, it doesn't, it's not giving me that I want as far as size and heaviness and that sort of thing. I want a big dining room table, and you know, I just want something where when our family comes over and gather with us again, we just have this table that just says family, right? So I'm definitely going to be shopping for that soon, but I'm going to put this one on Facebook Marketplace, I believe, and I can get a pretty good penny for it because it's brand new. It's hardly used, so it's not used at all. We've only sat at it one time since we've had it. And so, yeah, I am going to be changing this out really, really soon. So it's a lot of content coming up here with me. Y'all are going to, you know, see all of this. I may even take you shopping with me when I go look for a table. So just be sure you are subscribed to the channel because I do all things housekeeping over here, decor, home, all that stuff. And so I love doing this type of stuff. And if you love this type of stuff, then this is definitely the channel for you and the family to join.
You could say anything, but it could mean everything, 'cause you said it to the right person and they needed the compliment. But isn't it sickening? You can say you're in love with them, but it won't mean anything at but that's not your fault. Life's funny like that. You lose one thing, get another one back. You thought you knew, but it wasn't a fact. Known your whole life, but it was all an act. There's no meaning, but like in the best of ways, you could go 100 days without really doing anything.
As you can tell, I am trying to touch on as many things as I possibly can based on what has been said in my comments. My curtains are really long, okay? They are. Now, I love for my curtains to pull on the floor. I think that that look is absolutely gorgeous. However, these were a mistake. My curtains were not supposed to be this long. I did not measure, okay? I thought that because our ceilings were so high, if I got the length that I got, then it would be fine. And when they got to me, they were just way too long. And so I've gone back and forth with whether or not I wanted to have them taken up or if I just wanted to change them. Now, they don't bother me, but it's just, I feel like there's always somebody in the comments saying how my curtains are too long, and you're not wrong. But they don't bother me. So I really just don't need the opinion on them. I know that my curtains are long, whether it was done on purpose or not. This is my house, so it really doesn't matter. You know, people always have to insert themselves where they're not needed. But I thought I'd go ahead and mention that the curtains being that long are a mistake. And so I decided not to have them taken up or change them, because eventually I'm going to change my curtains anyway. And then when I change them, I am going to go with another size, of course. So I just didn't see it as a big deal right now. I'm still going to go with that same style, but the size and the color will be different when I decide to change them out, because as women, we're always changing out our curtains and doing something different. So I just wanted to bring to your attention that I know that my curtains are really long, but it's okay. And it's not that inappropriate for the type of house that I have. My half bath is one of those places that's rarely used. I mentioned before that Carter used it a lot when he was here. David uses it when he's home, but if it's really clean, then David won't even use it. He'll just retreat to another one, I guess, to try to keep me from cleaning it or whatever, or to keep me from saying he's dirtying it up, because he does have the habit of coming in here, brushing his hair, and then leaving the hair in the sink. So he hasn't done that in a while. So I haven't had any reason to really come in this bathroom for a while, but there is a ring in my toilet. And so that lets me know that I do need to go ahead and get this clean. Also, I've noticed that the ring did not come out as easy in my toilet. So it is a hard water stain now in my toilet. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a pumice stone, because I have them and my pumice stones have a handle. I'm going to take them and I'm going to scrub that ring out of my toilet, because when you have a hard water stain in your toilet, it's usually, when you have a ring in your toilet, let me back up and say that won't come out even when you're cleaning it. What you typically have to do is take a pumice stone and scrub that out of there. And then just make sure you're rinsing your pumice stone really well, so that you can put it away for the next time you get ready to use it for your toilet, because you want to, keep your pumice stone with your toilet items. So that's what I'm going to do. Not in this video, but at another time, I'm going to take one of my pumice stones and go ahead and get that ring out of the toilet, because it's just not a good look. I don't like the way it looks at all. You can barely see it, but I know that it's there, so it's going to bother me. So in a few moments, you're going to notice that I have a soap dispenser, and I have a lotion dispenser, and then I have a bottle of lotion sitting next to my lotion dispenser. And the reason for that is because when I first started to decorate my home, I was going with the farmhouse style, which some of my decor is still farmhouse, like this bathroom that we're in. And I don't mind it at all. It's really pretty, and I'm keeping it for now. So I ordered these galvanized dispensers, the soap and the lotion, and I thought that they were absolutely perfect. They were different, and it was just all of that for this bathroom, right? But the lotion dispenser ended up not dispensing the lotion. It didn't work. And so they sent me like 2 more out that still didn't work. And so I just had to go through this whole thing with sending it back, getting a refund, this, that, this, that. So by the time they sent me the last one, I had already put my lotion inside of it, right? And then it still didn't work. So of course I couldn't get the lotion out of it because the lotion is just not going to come out that easy the way soap would. Let's just say if the soap dispenser wasn't working. So I just left it the way it was and kept it for basically decor because the set is so cute and it just, it's a pair. It just goes so well together. And so I just decided to leave the lotion bottle next to the dispenser just in case when my guests come they need to use the restroom, they can still have an option to have some lotion. Now I'm getting ready to clean the toilet, and I usually use disinfectant wipes to clean the toilet as you saw, and I use a wad of them, which I'm going to show you in just a second. I don't just use one, I don't just use two, I use a wad because it feels more like a rag to me, and it's something that I can just go ahead and wipe down the entire toilet with and then toss. And then I'm going to take my paper towel that has glass cleaner on it. I'm going to spray a little bit more glass cleaner on it, and that's how I am going to finish off my toilet once I'm done here. So I just wanted to let you know that I do use a wad of disinfectant wipes because it just works better for me. And I'm just not really into using things that I can't dispose of when it comes to the toilet, be it my toilet or my client's toilets. So I want to address another comment that I got because, of course, as my channel grows, more people will come to the comments. They will have questions for me, whether they are subscribers or whether they are just passersby. You get those, right? And so I've been asked a few times by a few people how to get their family on board with keeping their homes clean, right? Because the person in the comments wants to keep a clean home, but they have children, they have a husband, pets, that sort of thing. And so they want to know from me how they can get their family on board with their plan of keeping the house clean. And I'm going to say this with as much tact as I can possibly say it because I don't want this to come off like I'm being smart or anything like that, because I'm absolutely not. But what I want you all to understand is that I am a housekeeper. I am not a family counselor. There are certain questions that I cannot answer about your family situation because I don't know your family. I don't know what rules you have set in place for your family. I don't know what type of children you have. I don't know what type of husband you have. I don't know the relationships between all of you. I don't know if you're the kind of person that just in your head you want to have a clean home, but it's not necessarily a big deal. So you're kind of a person that's just like, yeah, this is what I want, but I really don't care. I got family. It's not a big deal to me. I don't know your family situation. I don't know you. So those are the type of questions that I won't be able to answer here in my comments because I just don't have those types of answers because, again, I am a housekeeper. I know about household things, right? And so for me, and I can only tell you about me, but cleaning for me is a must, right? Like it's a must. For some people, it's just not a must. For some people, they are very laid back in the way that they conduct themselves when it comes to their homes being clean. When I was raising my children, I did not play about my house being dirty. So I did a lot of fussing, right? And I'm just going to go ahead and be transparent about that. When I came home and my house was less than what it was supposed to be, I did a lot of fussing. And so that's how I got the job done. Now you may not be that type of person. You may not be the kind of person that's going to fuss at your children. You may not be the kind of person that it has to be done. But see, for me, cleaning is mental, right? Like, I have to have a clean home. Things have to be in order for me. Things have to be decluttered. Things have to be dusted, right? And if they're not, I feel like there's some type of mental disturbance that's going on inside of me. And so for me, it's a thing that has to be, because I can't live with anything less. So I said all of that to say that we are all different individuals, and we don't all feel the same about cleaning. We don't all clean the same. Some of us overly clean. I probably overly clean. In fact, I'm sure I do. Some of us, clean, but we don't overly clean. Like, there are just different types of people, right? As it relates to cleaning. So I'm not able to talk to you about your family. As much as I would love to be able to do that, I'm not able to talk to you about your family. So I am not the kind of person that is pretending to know everything. I just know a lot, and I know what I know, and those are the things that I can actually help you with, right? So I just wanted to put that out there. Now, I am going to take some time to go ahead and clean my mirror, because it's been quite a while since I have cleaned this mirror, although it doesn't collect a lot of dust, but it still looks better when it's freshly shined. Also, our shoe rack sits in that area, and so I really need to vacuum here and get this area mopped, because the dirt and the dust and that sort of thing falls from the shoes as they are put on top of the rack onto the floor. So I just wanted to kind of move that out of the way to get this area nice and tidy and mopped today as well.
Sure, we had fun tonight. You and me felt alright. But it's time you pick up your phone. You won't be worth my while. Me and you won't work out. Pick it up, pack it up, get a cab and go. It's not your fault, my baby. It's not on you, my baby. I'm just not the right kind of girl for you. You deserve somebody who's loving you. You shouldn't call me later. Promise it's for the better. I'm just not the right kind of girl for you. Cause I got a rule. I hold on to my heart. Share with nobody. I don't want nobody else. Yeah, I hold on to my heart. Give it up for nobody. I just keep it to myself. I ain't got room for love. I don't need stars above. All I need is my precious space. Yeah. Why you so serious? Can't you just be mine for a night, my love? Take it off, put it on, then be on your way. It's not your fault, my baby. It's not on you, my baby. I'm just not the right kind of girl for you. You deserve somebody who's loving you. You shouldn't call me later. Promise it's for the better. I'm just not the right kind of girl for you. Cause I got a rule. I hold on to my heart. Share with nobody. I don't want nobody else. Yeah, I hold on to my heart. Give it up for nobody. I just keep it to myself. I've been too hurt before. I've been through hell and more. So I hold on to my heart. I've been alone before. This way I won't get bored. So I hold on to my heart. It's not your fault, my baby. It's not on you, my baby. I'm just not the right kind of girl for you. You deserve somebody who's loving you. You shouldn't call me later. Promise it's for the better. I'm just not the right kind of girl for you. Cause I got a rule. I hold on to my heart. Share with nobody. I don't want nobody else. Yeah, I hold on to my heart. Give it up for nobody. I just keep it to myself. I've been too hurt before. I've been through hell and more. So I hold on to my heart.
So I have already taken care of the entryway with the vacuum. I don't need to do that on camera because it's already been done. So I'm going to take care of the floors. This mirror did have a bit of dust. So what you see me doing is taking my microfiber towel, a dry one, and just getting the dust off of it before I spray my sprayway glass cleaner, because what I don't want to do is spread around dust on my mirror. I want to leave a fabulous streak-free shine on the mirror, so I definitely want to make sure that I'm not leaving behind any dust. And then I'm going to use my small, thin microfiber towel to go ahead and work in my glass cleaner to make this mirror gorgeous. I want to back up just a second and go back to the mop. A few of you have been asking me, as I mentioned earlier, about that mop and where I purchased it from. I purchased that mop at Costco. You can also purchase it on Amazon. Now, Amazon does not have that exact one, but they have one that is almost very, very similar to that one. So what you want to look for is the adjustable pole, and you want to, of course, look for the flat part of the mop. You want to make sure that, I want to say that's metal. I'm not sure what it is. It's metals. I don't know. But you want to make sure it's very sturdy, because Amazon will have those little flimsy ones. They will adjust, but they'll be super flimsy. So you want to look for one like the one I have. Like, you want to get as close to that style as possible, because that's going to be your best bet. And of course, if you order on Amazon, you're going to be able to look at the description of the mop to see whether it adjusts and that sort of thing. So just, pay attention to the one that I have, and then go to Amazon and try to find that same one, or one that is identical, right? And then you can also purchase the pads there as well if you need extras. A lot of times they will come with 3. And if you need more, then you can purchase more. I have so many. So you definitely want to have a lot of mop pads, because, well, you don't have to have a lot if you're cleaning your own home. But for me, I have to have a lot. So if you're cleaning your own home, you do want to at least have the 3 that comes with the mop, because you want to change them often depending on how much you're mopping in a day, right? Because what you don't want to happen is that you continue to use the same mop pad over and over again. You just rinsing it out and using it, rinsing it out and using it, because eventually what's going to happen is that your floors are going to look streaky, because your mop pad has just basically had it, right? And you just need a new one. You need to change it out for a clean one. So I want to bring that up, because a lot of times people feel like just because you have the flat mop pads that you can just continue to use them over and over again in the same cleaning. And you do want to have multiple ones depending on how dirty your floor is, so that you can be able to change them out, because the last thing you want are streaks. The other thing I want to mention is the way that you see me mopping up and down. I am going against the grain of my floors. I am not moving side to side, because that is not the direction that the floor is laid, right? And so if you move side to side, that means that you're going against the grain, and that will also leave your floors very streaky. So whenever you're mopping laminate and wood, you definitely want to go against the grain so that you can have a streak-free floor. As we are nearing the end of this video, we're not there yet, so continue to watch until the end. But as we are nearing the end, I just want to say that I know that a lot of you love to come here and hear me talk about, of course, cleaning, and you also like to hear what I have to say about life, because every once in a while I throw in a little bit of food for thought, right? And I love to do that. However, I know that this is a really long video today, and probably a lot of you came here expecting for me to have something. And I just have to say that today I actually don't, because I am feeling so incredibly light, and I am feeling so incredibly free, until I just don't have anything on my heart today. And that's a great thing. That's a really great thing. And so when I do truly have something to say, when I truly do have a word for you, you know I'm going to bring it. But today I'm just really light, y'all. I am really at this place in my life where I'm just enjoying it, right? Like I'm not letting the cares of this world get to me. I'm not letting it bend my faith. I'm not letting it, steal my joy and my peace. I'm not doing any of that because it's just not worth it. I mentioned earlier in the video that journaling is really changing my life. It's really helping me. It is just doing something for me that I never thought it would. But one thing I will say is that whatever you have going on, whatever you holding on to, let it go as it relates to people, because it's not helping you and it's not hurting them. So just whatever it is, let it go. Live free, honey. Spread your wings and fly. Because people like to say, or the old saying is, life is short. Well, I'm here to tell you, life is not short. Life is long, especially when you are continuously having problems over and over again, and especially when you are walking in unforgiveness. Life is not short. Life is long. So I would say that to just let that stuff go. Nobody is worth that type of time. You don't even need to be on that type of time, because you were woke up this morning by the Most High for a reason, and you need to figure out what that reason is. You need to figure out what that purpose is, and you need to walk in it. You need to embrace it, and you need to walk in it, because we are all on this thing called life together, this journey called life together. We're all doing it together, and we all do it differently, and none of us have any room to talk about the other one, because none of us have died for one another, and nor would we, right? There's only one man that have died for us, no one else. So it really just doesn't matter what the next person is doing. Your judgment of them doesn't matter. Their judgment of you doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just be you, because that's what you were put here to do, and that's all you can do. You can't be nobody else, right? So I just wanted to throw that in there, because that's just the mood I'm in, and that's the mood I'm going to walk in. I don't care what people think about me. Even with my content, I get so many stupid comments from unhappy people on a cleaning channel. This is a cleaning channel. What could you possibly have negative to say about a cleaning channel? But people do it because they're miserable and they need to find a way, right? They need to find a way to slide that in on you. But whatever, I just delete it, or, block them, or like at home with T said, she will respond depending on what type of mood she's in, and I feel the exact same way. Now, I showed y'all this because this is one of my mirror rags, and that thing is so raggedy and holy. But I keep it, y'all, because it still works. So that's what I wanted to say to you on today. So I have taken care of my folding of all of my towels. This is the container that I keep them in so that they are nice and ready to go. And also what I love about the flat mop is that I can use any pad. So even though I'm not going to be using the Bona mop anymore, I can still use those pads on my flat mop that I have, right? And they may not be as long, but I can still use them. And I think I can probably also use them on my Swiffer, because somebody told me, or I saw on TikTok rather, and then somebody also told me in the comments that I can use, go to the Dollar General and find these little cheap pads that you can use over and over again on the Swiffer versus buying these pads right here, because these things are expensive. So I think, now that I'm thinking about it, I can use my Bona pads for my Swiffer mop, because I bought my Swiffer mop for just my smaller floors with the tile, which is the laundry room and the bathrooms. So yeah. Now the half bath downstairs, the powder room, I will always use the flat mop, because that flooring in that bathroom is the same as the rest of the flooring on the first floor. So the Swiffer will never get used in there, because this is a different solution, and I use the Bona for that flooring. But as I mentioned, wherever tile is in the smaller areas, which are the 2 bathrooms upstairs, and then the laundry room is where I use the Swiffer and its solution. I'm really hoping that you all are enjoying this long video. This is, like one of our family members said here in the comments or on my community post, that this is going to be a mini movie when I talked about this being a really long video today. It truly has been that. And so I would love to know from all of you that have watched it either halfway through or all the way to the end, what you think about this format. What do you think, about me not speeding the videos up anymore? The reason why I'm asking is because I'm not saying that all of the videos are going to be this long just because they're not sped up. However, I am just trying to do something different with my videos, because that's what YouTube is. You want to stand out, you want to be different. And I actually want you all to see exactly what I'm doing in my home when I'm doing it, right? Because again, I'm teaching you cleaning, I'm showing you what I do step by step. And I think it just helps to slow things down. Of course, I'm going to have some scenes that'll be sped up just like in today's video. But what do you all think about me not speeding up the videos anymore and you just watching me clean, listening to me talk, listening to me teach, that sort of thing? I actually loved it today. So this is how the cabinet is looking in the entryway. It is absolutely gorgeous. The big picture there is what I was talking about, moving and putting something else there. I don't know. We'll see. That cord is going to bother me, so I'm definitely going to fix that, even if I have to use an extension cord just to make it hang and not just sit in the air like that. This is what it looks like at night. This is so absolutely pretty to me. It is just all that to me. Again, I have a missing knob, but hey, it is what it is. I'll get the Home Depot when I get there to get that other knob that is so small. But other than that, that is looking gorgeous. And I also changed out my light bulb in the living room.